Greetings, travelers, Wiz Kids, and Wordplayers. It is another Wednesday, which means it is Wow Wednesday once again, and I am joined, as I always am, by the Gremlin King himself, Samurai Snowman.
What's up, you bitch ass crackers?
Damn.
Is it coming out hot? Coming out right out of the gates.
Per usual.
And back after an absent Wednesday last week, it is the master of masters himself, Jessica James.
Oh, the master of masters.
I need to think of like some type of thing that I can say to you. So we're gonna be workshopping some, I guess.
It's Jessica Christ, man.
Don't stroke my ego, man. Oh goodness. Nah, man. Apologize everybody for not being here last week, but I am certainly well rested tonight. I've been sleeping all day because I didn't get to go to work because it was snowed out. So I've been sleeping all day. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Yeah, we had a stacked show last week, and I thought that there'd be no news. I was like down to the wire on like Sunday. I'm like, there's no news. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to like, do we break glass? Do we do like a tier list or something? And I was like, well, we didn't do that Kingdom Hearts world ranking, and I was like, oh, we have the MCU movies, we have DCU movies, right? We have stuff that we could do, but luckily the news piled up with some gameplay we can look at, and the Marvel Rivals stuff to talk about. You know, I will continue my Marvel Rivals agenda until everyone plays it. But you know, and then some random other articles that I pick up, you know, as I like to do. But let's say hello to the chat. So far, we have Baki saying, "What's up, chat?"
What's up, bro?
Summer Swan welcoming Baki as she
Let
does.
me get up in there and what's up.
And Ruby King saying,
Ruby.
Snowman, how was your week?
It's been nice, man. Just drawing my ass off, working my ass off as usual. Got another certification at work, so we're just out there killing it, brother.
Fire. You watched Creature Commandos, right?
Yes, I did. I actually watched a bunch of banger ass movies recently too. Creature Commandos, pretty good. I thought this. I forget what my fucking critiques were of it, because I kind of did not think about it till you
said you didn't like Gunn's humor.
Oh, Gunn's humor, of course, is insufferable as fuck. I think I had some problems with the story as well. Oh yeah, the story was dumb as fuck, but it was actually entertaining as shit. All the characters were good. It was kind of similar to the first Suicide Squad, the movie. In my critiques of it. But I also, the Substance is fire and Long Legs is fire. So peep those movies and that show. And Cape Crusader.
I haven't watched Cape Crusader yet. Still gotta get to that one. Jessica, how was your...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, what are you gonna say?
They do onomatopoeia and Clayface really well in that.
Yeah, I heard onomatopoeias in it.
Yeah, but it's a really cool episode, so sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but Jessica, how was your 2 weeks?
Oh man, pretty good. Yeah, like I said, we got snowed out today, so I took the day to kind of relax, to chill, to rest and everything, and that was today. Over the weekend, I did go and check out Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, nice.
What's your verdict?
All right. How can I put this? It's not the worst Marvel movie.
Okay.
It was, I would say throughout most of it, like I enjoyed it as like a popcorn flick. I did like Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.
Nice.
But I would say it's an okay popcorn flick. But if you compare it to like the quality from like the Infinity Saga and stuff, it continues the trend of just not being up to snuff with everything that's come after. If people are expecting this to be like the movie that saves the MCU, it's not. It's definitely not. And you can definitely tell like where they did like a bunch of rewrites and stuff. Like that's pretty evident.
They
the
claimed that there was no reshoots. It was only normal reshooting of things.
I very much doubt that because
I've heard the CG. I've heard like the green screen is obvious.
Yes, it is. And it's like, to me, that's one of the evidence of there being reshoots is that some of it feels a bit rushed in terms of like the quality and stuff. Like I said, it's not the worst MCU movie. I wouldn't go back to see it, that's for sure, but there was parts of it I liked. And again, coming out of it, it's one of those movies you come out and it's just like, that's it. That's all you can really say.
Yeah, like it didn't wow you. It just was just like that was a movie that I watched. Well, I wouldn't watch it again.
Pretty much.
Wouldn't tell anyone to go watch it.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, and I will say this: there is like an after credits scene. No spoilers, but it's really not necessary.
Yeah, I watched it and it doesn't seem to. It seems like a very tacked on, filmed later thing.
And I don't know, man. It's just. I'll say this. Let me say this. It didn't frustrate me as much as Quantumania did.
That's good. I still kind of want to see it. I'm gonna still check it out.
I think Quantumania was worse than Brave New World. Yeah, Quantumania I think was worse.
Damn.
Yeah, because that's the one thing that I stopped watching the MCU for was when it became frustrating. Like when what they were doing didn't mesh right with me or didn't feel right, and I'm just like, this feels like, it's like they're not doing the booking how I want them to, and even like I read the spoilers for this movie, like how it's like, yeah, the plot's basically just Winter Soldier, but black, right? Like it's Winter Soldier, but with Falcon and Isaiah Bradley, and then,
I don't think the new Captain America, like, I mean, he does, excuse me, he does a good job in the role. Is he Chris Evans? No. Is he as charismatic as Chris Evans? No.
Anthony Mackie, he's a terrible choice for Captain America, in my opinion.
He's passable in terms of the acting chops, but I mean, maybe I'm just so jaded on the MCU at this point that, again, I just shrug my shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did like some of the fan service to Incredible Hulk though.
Yeah, I'm hearing it's basically just a fucking Incredible Hulk movie.
Bro,
it's like
incredible. It's weird. It's weird.
They basically gave Falcon like the sequel plot to Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, it's weird. It's supposed to be a Captain America movie, but it's like it's a Captain America movie that is, or it's a Hulk movie trying to be a Captain America, or maybe vice versa.
That's what intrigues me about it. That's why I want to see it. It's like going for it.
Like I'm okay with that simply because it is so different. Like if it was Serpent Society, right? Like what it was going to be, and then they kind of cut it out, and or like if this was the plot of Falcon and Winter Soldier just put into a theatrical release, right? It would have been kind of meh. Having that Incredible Hulk stuff helps it. They just didn't go in the direction that they should have. Like Leader isn't trying to like release a gamma bomb or something, and he's not like, it's like it's not like it should be a Hulk plot, and then Captain America, Falcon Captain America has to deal with it instead of just being like it's a pseudo Captain America plot with some Hulk stuff in there, but then also kind of not, right? And
Yeah,
like
I would say there's an identity crisis here. It doesn't know if it wants to be a Hulk movie or a Captain America movie.
Yeah. And I did like, spoilers, but like I like that Liv Tyler came back. That it's like, okay, like you got me, you get a little, like you got a little respect out of me for bringing Leader back. You get some more out of me for bringing Liv Tyler back. Now bring back Doc Samson, right? Even if you got to recast him, bring back Doc Samson, and then you're good. But Red Hulk, I knew when the trailer, I'm like, yeah, he's only Red Hulk in that one scene that we see in the trailers. And yep, that's what it was. Yep, I knew that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which it's cool when Red Hulk is on screen. Like, it's really cool. Like, I think Harrison Ford, like, he has like the Harrison Ford face and everything when he's Red Hulk.
It looks great.
I mean, he looks really cool. I mean, it's great. But it's one of those things. It's like, could we have gotten more of this? Like, I would have liked to have seen more of this. Like, maybe have him, turn into Red Hulk earlier in the movie.
Would have been great with the actual Hulk as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the story leading up to him becoming the Red Hulk, though?
Let me put it to you this way. Harrison Ford carries the role.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard that it's like, it's a Thunderbolt Ross movie as well.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
So he's not phoning it in, though. That's nice to hear too.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Harrison Ford is probably the best. He probably carries the movie. In all honesty, like he's the best one in the film.
That's nice to see.
Yeah, people basically said that Harrison Ford cares about every role except Star Wars. like in interviews and stuff, he was really like excited to be like, "Oh, I'm Red Hulk, and I'll come back and do it whenever they want me to. I get to run around and crazy and all this." But then they like talk about Star Wars, and he's like, "I hate that stuff."
It kind of makes me sad, bro, because I'm a huge Harrison Ford fan. He's my favorite actor, and I wish he's good in the role. I just wish he could have got a better movie to be in. Like, I feel bad for the dude. He deserved better.
You feel bad for a millionaire? Get out.
I think he'll be back in like Thunderbolts 2 or something. He'll be around. They got to fix that fucking Hulk though. Like if they're gonna hype us up with Red Hulk, they got to give us a Green Hulk worth caring about, and they just don't have one right now.
Dude, bro, Eric Bana's Hulk, or Ang Lee's Hulk, I should say, is still the best Hulk in my opinion.
I haven't seen that movie still.
Dude, it's all
really
over there on my movie shelf, right next to all the other Marvel movies. I have not watched it.
If you want a film that really kind of delves into the psychology of the Hulk,
it's dark, bro.
That movie does a really good job of it.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I just never sit and watch it. I'm sure it's something like streaming.
The CGI is dated for sure.
Oh, grumpy. I saw a GIF of it or a video of it. Not too bad. It was not too recently, and then it was that Hulk's not bad. Like I think in the day shots, because day shots with old CGI always look bad. You gotta put them in night because it hides all the stuff.
I still think it looks good.
But
I think it's showing its age. But I mean,
I think there's other problems with the movie.
In terms of like the psychology of the Hulk and stuff, it does a pretty decent job of it.
Yeah, maybe
Nick Nolte is the absorbing man.
Yeah, very cool. But that part's kind of, even though I love the scene, but that's where the CGI is kind of shit.
And then the Gamma dogs, Hulk dogs.
That part is amazing. And then him in the desert fighting the army. Dude, it's a great movie, man. It has a lot of problems, but I wouldn't say a lot. But
that's the kind of Hulk story we need. Is just like Incredible Hulk had it, and then they backpedaled so much with all that Avengers stuff because of the Universal thing, where they're like, well, we can't make a Hulk movie because then Universal owns the rights to distribute it. So, well, we're just not going to make one. And so that's why we're in this where we're at now. But then in general, that whole what they did with the Hulk in the MCU is just terrible. Like, I'll rant about Thor and what they did to him, but he can be course corrected pretty easily in a movie. Hulk is just you would have to, there's a way to do it.
All
Like
right.
you'd have to go in with like the whole like split personality thing with the Hulk and have like the Mark Ruffalo Hulk kind of lose his grip on that, and you can get your Joe Fixits and your
Yep.
Devil Hulks and all that kind of stuff, and you could kind of work into that and about his dad abusing him and his mom and all that. Like you could do it. You just have to put the work in, and they don't want to do that. They just want Mark Ruffalo to be like, "Oh well, I'm the Hulk now," and and all that.
Pretty
It's
much,
like,
and he
okay.
will, because he's a
Yeah,
fucking soy boy.
Yeah. So I hope they figure out something to do with that. But
He was great in the Avengers as the Hulk, though. But every time else, I really didn't care.
yeah, Avenge the
And Edward Norton sucked as Bruce Banner.
is Bruce.
Yep.
He was good for the like homeless man Bruce. I wouldn't have bought Ruffalo as homeless man Bruce.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
would have.
Because Norton was
He
like
looks
skinny.
like a homeless man.
Yeah, like Norton was skinny, and and you could believe that he was like he looks like a meth head, right? Like you could believe that he was just like wandering the streets. But I can't get Norton explaining science, and I like Ruffalo can explain science, and it makes sense.
Yeah, so Ruffalo has like the kind of just awkward, like super smart,
geeky,
like the Einstein type of guy.
Yeah, when like in Avengers 1, when he's like all nervous and fidgety, and he's just like, oh well, we're doing this and the Gamma and the Tesseract and all that, and doing all that. Like that's the band. Like Avengers 1 is still just like it's really good. I feel like a lot of people kind of sleep on it after like all the other crossovers that we got, but Avengers 1 is pretty good.
Avengers
and
1 is great.
I say arriving fashionably late is cynic.
What up, you
What's up, brother?
Gentlemen?
Talking about the Hulk, not that Hulk.
Talking about the Hulk? Is that what we're doing?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh fuck! Why didn't I wait for
Incredible
another
one.
6 minutes?
Grumpy said Mark Ruffalo is a terrible Bruce Banner. Norton looks like blonde Banner.
What
Banner
up, chat?
Pretty.
Hope everybody's
Los
doing sex
Latino Hulk
in the chat.
Lots of orgy sex.
Hope there's orgies in the chat, people.
Avengers 1 is the best Avengers.
Are you saying everybody in the chat is involved in an orgy right now?
I hope so.
Hope so. That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, I mean, what's the other reason of being in Wizards chat? That's literally the only reason why I go in there.
Yeah, everyone has sex but me. That's the whole.
Be it
anyway,
stupid or
My name
baked right now.
Blue. Yeah, dude, we're making out right now.
Yeah, dude.
I
Cynic.
should have skipped another week of this show, man.
What's up, Wizard?
How was your week?
It was great, man. Good little Chris Chan stream. Wasn't too bad. Didn't get derailed too much. Monday, we had the King stream that fell flat on its face because we didn't get to do the conversation with Tiamat. Then today, I went on with Tiamat and nobody could hear me because he runs his stream through Discord or something. Yeah, so it like goes through.
He uses OBS, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it goes through. He sends me a StreamYard link, and it goes through Discord, and nobody could hear me for like the first half of it. So that was fun. Then I went on to my new buddy, Dr. Ben's channel tonight, where we're talking, a little trash, a little heated trash, doing a couple things.
Who's Dr. Ben?
Dr. Ben is a comic book artist. Who's I don't know how to explain him. He's just a cool fucking dude, man. That's all I can say. He's a cool fucking dude.
I want to check out his channel.
Go check out his channel. Let me see.
You can, drop the link there.
I dropped the link, but
Sync
is man, I'm just wanted everywhere. People love me. They want to do the sex, and I have to like say no,
right.
no, stay away.
Easy.
I said the sex,
you're a man
right?
about town.
I didn't go all crazy with it, did I?
Nah, you didn't.
I didn't think so.
Because I said easy. It stopped you.
I wouldn't have gone any further.
Yeah, where could have that gone? Let's theorize where that could have went.
Yeah, dude. Why don't you walk that out for me?
Yeah.
It's like we're at a college like acting course. Like,
yeah.
Who knows why that didn't work?
Dude, his channel's so hard to find.
Precisely.
When you didn't you just like tweet it out? Can't you just go to the
Yeah, I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going, actually.
Anyway, my week, I did some drawing, not a lot. I did do a drawing today that we might see later this week. And then
Ooh. Of what?
because more on that later. One
What's
Gun
up, One
asked,
Gun?
"Where is the secret room?" Wiz is giving links out to. One Gun literally begs me every single week, like, "Let me on, Wiz," and I'm like, "It's Wow Wednesday."
We got it. We got it 1 week. See a special guest on here.
Yeah, it's the core 4. However, might as well just say it
Ah.
now. But Friday, the 21st, we will possibly tentatively plan for, because work might throw a wrench into that, but tentatively plan for a late night gaming stream once again.
Oh
where
shit!
I will be playing Marvel Rivals, and you can all sit on the panel and I'll talk about whatever.
I'll
as
be
I
all
do every
oiled
week.
down and boned up.
Oh, we're
I'll
not
be
oiled
showing-
down right now because I'm
showing off-
overdressed then.
Damn, man,
I will
dude.
be
You know,
showing
I'm
off
just
the new
like
characters and new stuff. One Gun, you will have the link to that. You big baby.
showing off new characters you drew.
No, like I
The
mean,
new
like they're
characters in the
adding new
game. You
characters.
not listen to
the game.
anybody?
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll get to that. Don't worry, that's later for the show news.
It's not
Brick up.
Gremlin World. I don't really care.
Yeah, there's no Gremlin World characters in Marvel Rivals. You have to make Gremlin World Rivals for that.
Oh, that'd be sick. Except I would make a way better game because that game is ass.
You played like 2 matches.
You don't know how much I played.
Give me your thing. I could actually look you up and see how much you played. I can
Matches,
actually
right?
I can watch your.
It was
like,
actually 1.5
Stalker.
matches.
I can
yeah.
actually watch it. So you played 1 match and we're like, nah.
Wait, look at what One Gun said about you, Wizard.
I know. I keep the blacks off the show. No, I have 2
You
black
said it.
guys.
See, clip that. Clip that.
He keeps me and
I get
Snowman
it.
here, bro. I'm blacker than you are, One Gun. What are you talking about?
And
What
clip.
kind of wizard
There
are
we go.
you?
Nice. Did you
A
clip
grand
it, Jester?
one?
Fire. Shoot him in.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
Now I did play some Marvel Rivals, of course, but I watched. I caught up to Harley Quinn, the Harley Quinn show. Because
I went a different direction. I watched Creature Commanders and I went like,
yeah, like because I'd watched Creature Commandos already.
Urgent. Swear.
But I caught up to Harley Quinn, which I will say this season is better than the last one. The problem with Harley Quinn is that they have kind of like one style of joke, which is like superhero / supervillain with a day job, where they use their powers or something. And it was funny for a time, but then it just became like, now like Harley Quinn goes to get laser eye surgery. Well, Supergirl is like doing laser eye surgery with her heat vision. And it's like, why does she do that? I don't know. She just does, right? And it's just like, because here's what she does. But there's no like exploration about Supergirl's character or like anything like that. She's just here, like, all right. And it's like, this guy is the owner of a restaurant and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, you know. They ran that joke into the ground throughout the show's run. But no, this season is different. They've basically left Gotham in destroyed ruins and went to Metropolis, and they immediately wrote Superman out of the show by demasculating him and sending him to space and calling him gay as they did it. So it's like,
That makes
that's
if you
kind of
don't like
awesome,
those,
though.
you don't
Yeah, I'm
like
not
those
mad
types of
about that.
shows.
I
You don't like-
am.
I get
am
it, it's for
just
that show, though.
seething right now.
Yeah. Well, especially because like the villain of this season is Brainiac, so it's like you gotta write Superman out, right? Like get him out of here.
Yeah, I just started watching some more Batman Beyond after Creature Commandos. Then I watched some horror films.
Grumpy says, I'm still dying on the Batman TOS Vine, LOL, but I ain't giving up. I'm on revision save number 75. I was on 45 last time he shared it with you. Oh yeah, his the Batman
cover.
drawing. Yeah.
It's coming out
Um,
nice, dude. Those colors are sick.
So yeah, when I basically like threw the whole wrench into his production when I was like, but what about the old Batman colors though? Like from the animated series, and he's like, I gotta do
You're
that.
such a
What-
monster, dude. Why would you
Yeah.
do that to him?
You're a fucking maniac.
He didn't have to listen to me.
What did it need to be a little darker? The blue.
Wow! Whoa! Easy.
Hey, I said they need to
one-
be.
Now
One
Jester
gun's
is.
Vote for
already
me.
throwing accusations.
Vote for me.
Pardon?
Now Jester gets when you say stuff like that.
Baki says, "Man, I wish it just isn't just the same Harley Quinn crap that DC keeps throwing out like it's anything new."
Yeah, for sure.
There's
That
that.
I agree with too. But the
You know, I
fact
do
that
have to say something. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh no,
Didn't
you
mean
go
to-
ahead. It's cool. No,
I was gonna
you-
say,
you got a bigger
Baki came
penis.
on the. Thank you, appreciate that. It's
Mhm.
okay. It's middling. Baki came on the anime stream on Jesker's channel. Pretty good guest.
Oh nice.
I liked him on there. I'm glad he came on there. He had a great list, and I'm excited he came on. I hope he comes back on more. Just
Yeah,
needs a little spice.
certainly
Hey,
better than
Ruby,
your
a
list.
old man apparently.
What'd you say, Jesker?
Nothing,
Jester.
man. Nothing.
No,
Let's,
Jesker. Hey,
Fuck,
run that mouth back for me.
Get him, Jessica.
missed it.
Your list had
Mhm.
one very
Later,
notable
Ruby.
problem.
Yeah, the sword maiden. She's beautiful, and you can't have her, and you got mad.
The Sword Maiden's fine, man.
Yeah, I know
only
she's
knew
fine.
one
That's why I picked her
character
as my
from
number
any of
one.
your guys'
I believe it was
lists.
number 8 that I'm referring to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. That's
I do a
awfully
lot of
convenient.
drugs, so
Well,
nothing.
Grumpy says, "Why are you
go check
bothering
out-
with that silly show, Wizard? There are so many better to watch available that you need to catch up with." Well,
guys, go
agreed.
check out my channel if you want to see the full Valentine's Day stream, so you can see that Cynic is full of shit.
Exclamation point, Jesker.
I'm not full of
You don't
something
gotta
else.
go far to do that.
That's a nice voice there, Stoneman.
Thanks.
That was me.
Anyway, then One Gun says, "Screw this! I'm going to go back and work
you.
on my Thor commission that everyone will get a link to see." But Wizard, take that, Mr. Wizard. Later, folks. Bye, One Gun.
He
Right.
yelled those last two things because there were so many exclamation points.
Yeah,
It was
well, and
like,
also
"Take
he like
that!
Yeah, Wizard
Mr.
was really
Comma,
loud.
Mr. Comma Wizard, and not the
Take that, Mr. Wizard! Later,
know-
folks."
Preston is here. Hello, Preston.
What's up, Preston?
Hi. What's up, brother?
El Jesker and others?
And others.
Thank you, Preston. God
What?
bless you.
Jesus
God
Christ.
bless you.
Yes,
What did I do?
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't go that fucking far.
Yeah,
bro.
you
would.
Like, seriously,
Yeah, you
calm
would.
it,
Yeah, you
calm
would.
it the fuck down. Okay. Let's be.
Anyway,
easy
no, I
with
was trying to.
with
I
those
want to make
videos.
a note about One Gun here. Interesting factoid about my favorite game of all time, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, is that
Whoa.
every single proper or not every single noun, right, in the subtitles of the game is capitalized because it's reference to the right style of writing at the time, and then also the book,
Feel my
the
virginity,
brief
like coming
brief
back
history
into my
of
body.
pirates, and then also I believe Treasure Island as well. But whenever I read One Gun's typing, it reminds me of that because of his random ass capitalization of things.
Hell yeah, it's unhinged. I love it.
It's crazy.
Shout out
Preston
to
says
his
Jesker
art,
needs
though.
attention too.
Thank you. I
Jesker
do.
has his own
He
channel.
gets a
for that.
little too
Pity.
much attention. Yeah.
His
I don't get
little
enough
pity.
attention.
What's up?
Pity.
Yeah, One
sub.
Gun, you're a beast artist, dude. That Thor
He's
shit looked
okay.
good.
His art's all right.
Anyway,
I mean, we all can't be me, but
and
Yeah, I was gonna actually say that. I'm glad you dunked on it for me. Thank you.
great Kangs think alike.
Yeah. Huge kangs, tiny penises.
Micro.
speaking of tiny penis, no, that doesn't work.
Speaking of tiny penises,
Micro
sick.
Kang.
Speaking of kings and reigns,
Well, there you
nail
go.
nail the
Elden Ring,
segue.
Nightreign,
Undefeated still.
Yeah.
had its network test over the week. I averted my eyes. I think they hid spoilers pretty well. I think they had like a very specific like group of like we didn't get like fucking Pursuer coming in. People want Pursuer so bad, but
Pursuer will be in there.
Pursuer might. So they did say that Morgott will have a chance to randomly show up and attack you, but people are still wanting Pursuer though. Like they kind of want they fantasy booked it where it's like the eagle or the hawk flies down and drops him off right in front. It's like, dear God, he's here.
Yeah.
But,
They'll do it. I mean, if not now, like when they do, because it's supposed to stay sort of live servicey. So
yeah. So like I said, I didn't know. Like I said, I tried to avert my eyes of gameplay, but basically the idea is that it's meant to be very fast paced, a lot more than what people thought. It's very much like you drop in, you kill enemies, you loot chests, and then you just keep running because you only have so much time. And you collect, like, I think you can hold like 10 gear pieces or something like that, like weapons, because the way that weapons work is they have like buffs that can just, as long as they're equipped, will just give you this buff. So like one I was watching had like, if you walk just a normal walk, it'll have like rain of stars, like just start falling down to like attack nearby enemies, right? But it's only if you walk at a normal slow pace, right? But and no matter what, like you don't have to have that weapon equipped, but if you just have it in your inventory, it'll just have that passive.
Damn, this shit looks fast.
yeah, it's supposed to be real fast. And the other thing is too, Elden Ring noticed I had a tiny ping because they did not let me do the network test.
You got tiny ping?
Yeah, thank you, Hidetaki Miyazaki, and you guys over there.
Americans have very large ping.
Yeah, they're like, oh, no ping, tiny ping, no network test for you.
I didn't sign up for the network test, but I specifically wrote like, me and Cynic, like, don't give it to Cynic because we are going to stream it on my channel. So is that what you told them? Well, they asked me for
go in blind. They asked me for a penis pic, and I sent it to them. They were literally like, "Oh, do the smarter."
It must have been for something. That must have been for some other reason.
I'm just saying, man. Like that's what they
I guess
said.
that
So it was you.
That enemy, like this.
That enemy's in.
That health bar is ridiculous.
Because so you know how you beat this enemy.
Is that like the world
beat this
boss?
enemy, right?
No, it's a mini boss. It's in Elden Ring, literally in Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's outside the Flame Guardian.
But he's not a mini boss. He's like a elite.
Anyway.
Oh God. No, okay.
You know how you beat this? You know how you beat this enemy, right, Cynic or Snowman?
I forget.
You gotta fist his anus from the rear.
No, I thought you had to kiss him on the mouth and then whisper in his ear how much you liked him.
Plunging attack on the top of the head, right?
I really like you.
Oh, what?
No, so it's jump,
pretty girl.
If you get a plunging attack on the top of the head,
like that.
Insta kills it.
Really?
Really?
So,
I don't think I've ever done that.
Dude, because it's
and
like,
so one thing
but wait a minute, hold on. I thought when you got down to the ground in that area, you couldn't go back up. Like you had to go across the little
Well, there's
the
a
other way
like
to get back up.
This is like a randomly.
You could plunge off the bridge, I guess, but like if you didn't.
Yeah, like there are places where you can do it, but see what's different about Nightreign.
I do it all over.
The vaulting mechanic, right? You can literally climb up walls and stuff.
Walmart dressing rooms.
That will also let you can climb up this enemy itself and plunging attack it right away.
A restaurant. That was fun.
So what are you doing? What do you
tell him to piss off.
You're throwing off my food.
Shut up, you bastard.
Cynic is explaining how he's marked his territory.
Anyway.
All the places.
Anyway, so you can actually beat this enemy now more easily than ever because you can literally just run up the side of it and plunge attack it right away.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I saw a clip of that where it's like, yeah, if you hit this enemy, just literally like run up the side of it and plunge attack it right away.
So you mean in this one?
In Elden Ring proper, plunge attack this enemy to insta kill it. Nightreign, you can just climb it.
Yeah, because they changed some of the physics. Okay.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because the whole idea is like everything has to be fast and.
I just remember going behind it and like whooping the dude's ass that was driving it.
Yeah, that's how you it's how you directly damage it. But yeah, like it's because there's like a couple of those enemies have like those little, like if you parry it, you can if you parry a guy, you can insta kill and stuff like that. Like they have those kind of things. But anyway, so even the map has like
it's
like,
my auto
circle. here's your little markers of everything, and you have to literally be like, all right, we're gonna go here or we're gonna go there, and you're all gonna run over there, or like, oh, it's starting to shrink, we won't be able to go here, and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's kind of cool.
it's here's the first boss. They see the centipede demon, a favorite of probably nobody. Not that it was bad, it was just centipede demon is so like forgetful.
It's just kind of lame.
Yeah. But
I mean, it is wild
I think
looking.
this more or less was like this. Everyone kind of had the same bosses, I feel like, because it was the network test. They didn't want to like I said, throw out Pursuer and throw out fucking like Orphan of Cause. No, they can't. They can't put
man.
Orphan of Cause in there.
That'd been so cool. The Pursuer's in here though?
No, but people want Pursuer to be in there.
Well, too bad, motherfuckers. That ain't Elden Ring.
People also said
no, they're gonna have enemies and bosses from other games.
Well, put fucking Orphan of Cause in there.
Well, we don't know if they could,
sick.
because Orphan of Cause is owned by Sony, but everything that's owned by FromSoft and Bandai, right? So like that, you're all your regular Souls bosses. So it's possible that they just are like, yeah, here's fucking Taurus Demon, here's fucking,
That's the rumor I heard, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we know there's bosses in it, but it's to what extent? We already know there's like new stuff, so they've shown off Centipede Demon, they've shown off Duke's Deer Frey, and they've shown off Nameless King. Is that all Is that all there is? Possibly, because that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So who knows?
That's definitely not all there is.
Yeah, Ornstein Smoke might be there. Someone said like you beat the final, you get to your final boss or whatever, the run, and like you fall into a deep pit, and then like out walks a normal, non-broken, non-corrupted Artorias with Great Wolf Sif at his side, and it's like you now finally the real fight.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, fuck that. Or Gale from 3. It was Slave Knight
I
Gale,
would
right?
I would literally quit the game. I will never fight Slave Knight Gale ever again. I won't do it. Nope.
It's one of the craziest fights ever.
Oh, that's what I forgot to include in my week was the fucking the going back to Elden Ring and immediately like bouncing off of it. I almost did it. I got to the final boss of that DLC, and it's too hard.
Damn, you got it, bro. You'll get it.
I beat every single boss that there was in that DLC. Didn't take me that long for some of them. Like you saw it. I was literally posting in the group chat, like, 2 bosses to go. Beat it.
Yeah, you were nailing
it. That final boss, man, that's just my build's all fucked up, and like I was kind of doing what I did with Gale, where it's like, yeah, here's just like, let's just go stamina regen, shield on the back, hold the great sword, let's dodge everything, and it's a lot. It's I'm not in the right headspace to bang my head against it right now, and especially Elden Ring is such like a build game where, especially that DLC, they give you upgraded amulets or whatever, so. I'd have to go through and like find all of the new ones. I'd have to get all of the Shadow Tree blessings and all that. I'm like, I don't want to really do that right now. It's just
crazy how much more powerful the bosses are. And the enemies without those fucking blessings.
Yeah.
I'm a hoss.
And apparently you can summon someone for the final boss, but that also makes it harder. So it's like, so whatever. And then also I forgot to mention the first Berserker that I did play the demo of that. I still have ways to go on it, but that is pretty good. It's very much like a Lies of P, Souls like kind of thing, but anime. But it's pretty solid. Like it honestly, I don't know if I'll buy it. Like Lies of P sold me right away, right? But like this is where like I'll look at it. I'll keep my eyes on it. If it's on sale or on like PS Plus or something like that, I might grab it then. But if you like Souls likes and kind of want something for before this comes out, before anything comes out, get the demo for First Berserker. Pretty good. But yeah, and then you see here, like once you beat like a boss, you get like these like permanent buffs. And then you can pick like one like you want like more HP on critical hits, you want this a parry activates golden retaliation, you know, or you want to heal health to allies when you drink from your flask, stuff like that. So, you know, it seems so. Here's the Morgott coming at you to like just be like, I want to, you suck, Tarnished. I hated you in the first game, and I hate you in the spinoff, right? And then you're like, damn you, Morgott. And they show this in the trailer, the Gladius boss. You know, this is one of the night bosses that after you go through and you beat the mini boss and all that, you have to fight your night boss, and then so this is one of the ones you can get. You know, he's an original enemy, but his gimmick is that he can split into 3 wolves, which will make it difficult for when it's the 3 of you, stuff like that. So mainly, you know, the game it seems fun. It seems different. There's no fall damage, as you see here. There's no fall damage anymore. You can literally just jump off of cliffs now, and because it's like it's all about you got to run, get to your next thing, grab your loot. You know, down at the bottom you can see their like special skills and stuff. So like this character, I believe, is the one with the hook, like the hook blade, and he can like shoot out a grappling hook and pull a guy towards him and stuff like that. And your the recluse people were kind of talking about that's your mage, and like they can like curse an enemy to like every damage done to it heals, you know, the person that's damaging it. There's the one that is like your Lady Maria Bloodborne chick. Like her skill is that it'll repeat the damage of like the last like the last so many seconds of damage that the enemy just took, stuff like that. So
I mean, if you want to go in blind, I'm curious why we're like doing this deep dive on this.
It's not about like going in blind was more about like the playing and having the feel of it, right? Like you're not gonna be able to avoid like the information. Even then, they didn't
I did with Elden Ring.
Well, I did with Elden Ring too. I'm just saying like they're not giving you like, you know, not what was not already shown in the trailer.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do. You're not my daddy.
I'm not telling what you can. You were telling
Stop
me
being my
like,
daddy.
I'm confused.
You're trying to be my daddy right now, and you ain't my daddy. Snowman's my daddy.
Yeah, man.
But
I should have
went
skipped
over
this
thoroughly.
week.
Anyway,
Jessica, you should just skip life forever.
You're like the.
You should just skip off a bridge. How about that?
Yeah, why don't you just skip into a belt tied in the top of a closet?
I love you guys so much.
Anyway,
yeah,
I just
too, man.
I just wanted to give it a little look at the you know, the
I'm
Elden
totally
Ring.
down.
Yeah, I had to turn my head this entire time, and you know me, bro. I'm amped up. I've been chugging Diet Pepsis all day. I'm ready to rock and fucking roll.
Yeah,
man.
we gotta wait
We're bricked and boned.
Gotta wait till
dude,
May.
I'm anime nosebleeding the fuck out over here, and I can't be looking at the screen while you're talking Elden Ring Nightreign because I didn't get an option to do the network test because of a smutadoo peedadoo, and I'm trying to go in all dry now.
Well, yeah.
So everything you just did, Wizard, you have to take it all back.
Yeah, now you got to delete that.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to do it. Uno reversey.
Like the fucking Mr. Krabs, I gotta click the thing and I gotta suck it out of your brain. Like,
exactly.
There you go.
So,
you're getting it.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, you know now that the centipede demon's in it. Oh, you knew that already. You knew that Morgoth's in it. Oh, that was in the other trailer already, right?
All right, but that's enough.
More like
right?
And you're good now. I don't.
You know what? You're not going to get a view on this clip out of me. You okay? I just hope you know that.
Yeah, network test is over. So I think everything now is going to be, you know, you're gonna be going in blind until like when like clips start popping up before the game's even out, right? From people with review codes, and they'll be like, "Here's fucking Ornstein." It's like, oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to like go into a dark cave and you hear like tonight Garamond joins the hunt. And you're like, oh, damn it.
Well,
that'd
be cool.
That'd be fucking. I'd be bricked.
Jessica doesn't know what that means because he hadn't played Bloodborne.
Oh,
he hasn't played anything.
I don't think
he's played any Dark Souls games.
You
I
rapscallion.
think he's a
I'm-
tourist and a liar.
Tourist demon.
Yeah, you're a tourist demon.
Damn, bro.
Yes, son.
Get
How
good.
you feel about that?
I'm just
Julio
vibing
is
back
here. Hello,
here
Julio.
until you guys move on to the next topic.
What's up, Julio?
Well, we're not done with Souls topics yet,
Yes.
as from Shuhei Yoshida, it says that From Software didn't want to work with Sony on what would become Dark Souls because it was so disappointed by the way it treated Demon Souls.
I don't believe that. I think that's cap. I think that's full cap. Because as far as I know about the history of FromSoft, they never once even reached out to Microsoft to work.
It's claimed
all.
From Software teamed up with Bandai Namco because Sony didn't publish Demon Souls in the West.
But they did.
But didn't they do Dark Souls 2 with Bandai Namco?
They've
From
done
Software
all
didn't
their
want to
games.
work on Demon
They've
Souls
done all their
sequel
games
with-
except for Bloodborne with Bandai Namco.
work on a Demon Souls sequel with Sony because it was disappointed with the way the game handled foreign PlayStation exec Shuhei Yoshida claimed. So this is a PlayStation guy saying this. So it's like, he's gonna be biased against it. Demon Souls was developed by From Software in collaboration with Sony Japan Studio. During the game's development, it was planned that the game would be published globally by Sony, but this didn't come to be. Although these days Demon Souls is considered the first entry in From Software's popular Souls-like series of games, it said that at the time, Sony couldn't see the game's global appeal. Due to the game's high difficulty and negative early play tests, Sony decided not to localize Demon Souls for an English language release. Instead, in the US, the game was published by Atlas, and in Europe, published and handled by Bandai Namco. So it's like, what he's saying is true. It's just that it's like they didn't localize it. Atlas and Bandai did. Speaking of the Sacred Symbols podcast,
all the FromSoft games except for Bloodborne have been localized and published in the West by Bandai Namco.
Well, that's the thing. It was Sony. They were like, Sony, publish it for the West, and Sony's like, no, because it's not playtesting right. And so then Atlas and Bandai Namco did it. So it was basically, and it was then they were like, well, we don't want to do Dark Souls. We don't want Sony to publish Dark Souls, so we'll let Bandai Namco do it. So basically, it worked out in the end, really. Because,
yeah.
So that's basically what this article said. I just saw this and I was like, oh, relates.
Grumpy, I'm gonna need you to never say that again, pal. Okay. All right, buddy.
When did you become Ruby King's Kingdom? Let's probably do the profile picture.
I know it is. I'm just giving him guff, man. You don't have to explain the joke, wizard.
No, I have to wet blanket it.
Yeah, man.
You know when you a wet blanket means you peed the bed.
I don't think so.
That's exactly what that means.
I don't think so. I have to Google that. I mean, that's a southern thing.
No, I mean, why would a wet blanket ruin your time?
Well, wet blanket saves your life from a fire.
Nah.
Could be a wet blanket.
No, you just use a dry blanket and smother it.
Speaking of smothering something, Last of Us 2
Segue.
multiplayer.
Bang.
Segue, nailed it. Fucking nailed it. You're welcome.
Remember the Last of Us 2 multiplayer they were definitely going to do and then didn't and canceled it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
According to Yoshida says that he played Last of Us Online and it was great. And that they had teased the project. So the quote was that the idea for Last of Us Online came from Naughty Dog and they really wanted to make it. But Bungie explained to them what it takes to make a live service game, and Naughty Dog realized, oops, we can't do that. If we do it, we can't make Intergalactic, the game they just announced. So they were like, literally, like, live games take a lot of work, and we can't make our single player game we want to make, so we're going to cancel the whole thing. Like, they could have just released it without live service elements, but they're like, we don't want to do that. Like, basically everyone was just like, we were kind of looking forward to it, like everyone's kind of like, you could have got a lot of even like Last of Us 2 haters to have played it just because it's just the gameplay, right? And multiplayer shooters are still pretty big, so that was just a dumb idea on their part to be like,
the first one was fun, but it wasn't any good. I mean, it was it just didn't have any lasting power. A lot of the Last of Us fans loved it. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, there were some.
It didn't,
I know
like,
some people who thought that the Last of Us 1 was mid, played the multiplayer like crazy. Because
yeah,
it's
but it
the shooting is good.
it never got outside of the community, though. You know what I mean? Like, it never built a following outside of the Last of Us fans. So
I mean, I suppose it being PlayStation locked doesn't help, but
yeah, not. I mean, soon it won't matter because everybody will be PlayStation locked.
yeah.
Well, I mean, when you really think about it, man, like you look at like Naughty Dog's games. I mean, people aren't looking at these things thinking multiplayer. Like it's you know, you look at that division and you think single player. I mean, look, didn't oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. Nathan Drake's game.
Uncharted.
Yeah, didn't they have multiplayer?
I think they had something in the last, like either 3 or 4 or both.
Okay, yeah, but it never really blew up.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. It was like a 1v1 multiplayer. Like it was like couch co-op, but like versus the other person or something like that. It was like something like that. It was never
was it?
like a. I think there was like some type of something with that, and I think maybe the fourth one had. I don't think it was like Call of Duty style, like what Grounded was or whatever, but yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
Definitely, yeah. Like Naughty Dog is a single player company. If anything,
Yeah.
they should have given it to like some like Sony random other, you know, small group and just like, here's the thing, here's this, here's that. You work on it.
Yeah.
And not be
I
like
mean,
Naughty Dog.
Look, man, if it ain't fixed or if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know, just
If it ain't fixed,
mean-
don't break it anymore.
Yeah, if it's broken, don't fix it. Fuck it.
Break it
right?
as much as you.
Skipping life, I guess, or whatever. I don't know.
Someone please call 911. I am having a stroke at the moment. No, I mean, like, look.
No,
man,
you grumpy.
if you're Square
People in
Enix,
chat, I swear.
if you're Square Enix,
Oh, God.
you're a
God.
you're a JRPG company.
No, you're not.
you're-
You're
if
just
you're
a
not-
company.
If you're Naughty Dog, you're a single player. You know,
Well, if you're Square Enix, you're just a publisher.
Bingo.
Damn.
bite me.
I'm
No.
saying like they have like in-house people. but
Sir,
otherwise,
I
like,
try to
Square Enix
avoid
is
AIDS.
like saying Sony is like a third-person action game. It's like, oh, Sony's a publisher. PlayStation Studios. is a third-person action
Wait.
game.
No. Square Enix actually develops Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
I
They're
know.
not developing anything right now. Where's that K for? Boy, got
No,
him.
they're Hey,
God,
they are
man.
developing Final Fantasy VII, and that's it. And that's all.
Yeah, they ain't developing no KH4 though. Pow, pow.
Cynic, all I'm saying is, you know, don't go in any dark alleys. You might not come out.
I'm a
Speaking of,
privileged white man. I don't go
speaking-
into alleys.
Speaking of 4, HBO expects The Last of Us to be 4 seasons long. I wouldn't want to confirm that, but it's looking like season 1 and then 2 more seasons after this, and we're done.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh.
There was only 2 games.
Yeah, and that basically more or less confirms that the whole like they're stretching 2 out, which is they had to. They had to stretch 2 out into multiple seasons. They could not try to cram all of 2 in one season. The pacing issues of 2 would have been all over the place. So. And I also don't know if does that also confirm that they're not going to make a Last of Us 3, or they're going to do Last of Us 3 before the show is over, and they'll adapt Last of Us 3. I don't know.
Has there been any updates on Last of Us 3?
No.
No. I don't think they're even going to do one.
Yeah, I don't think
they've
they're.
ever.
They're supposed to be doing one, but they're, as far as I know, it's just it's a stalled production.
Because they were doing the multiplayer, and then they jumped to work on this space thing. I don't think that they. Oh, here's just an article pretty recent. Double check. Naughty Dog comments shed light on The Last of Us Part 3. creator of Last of Us recently said that if the team at Naughty Dog doesn't get new answers about where the character should go when making another entry in a given franchise, it's better to start working on a different game. As everything else revolves around their story, actions, and consequences, meaning these comments suggest that if the studio doesn't figure out what to do with them in The Last of Us Part 3, it might as well focus on other projects. So it's like, if we're not going to have a plot, we're not going to make a third one just for the
think about that for a second. You think about how big The Last of Us 1 was when it released on the PlayStation 3. Like, that was probably, like, some people would say that's a defining game of that generation, of that console anyways. And then here we are now in 2025, and it's doubtful if we're even going to get a third one, and the franchise has just kind of fallen apart.
Well, I don't see this as bad, just because I like the idea of, like, yeah, if we don't have a plot, we're not going to try to force one, right? And we're not going to try to just be like, here's Ellie in it. Now, however, I will say that I've always said Last of Us should just be like an anthology thing, and you could just follow a completely different set of people all the way over there and not have to, worry about none of that. But they don't want to do that. So, I mean, if you have Abby, you want to do something with that, it's right there. People ain't going to like it, but you can do it.
Nope, leave it. Kill the franchise. It's done. It's over with.
Yeah, like really, like it's like, yeah, like I'm
they
fine
killed it.
with...
Where are you going to take these characters?
Oh no, look, I agree with you that like I don't care anymore. Like I just do not care, because Last of Us 2 just burned me that bad. But at the same time, it's just kind of amazing how, like, this thing was so full of hope with that first game.
Yeah.
And then this is where it's ended up. Like, that's just, I don't know, man. Like that's like one of the biggest falls from grace I think I've ever seen.
It's left on the maybe pile. Right. One of the many PlayStation franchises that won't be that won't be picked up.
Huh.
Like, it could sit next to Sly Cooper. And,
Damn.
Whatever happened to Jack?
I mean, Ellie's literally missing half her fucking hand.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
she couldn't even shoot a gun if she wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. She's missing. Well, she could probably shoot a gun, but her thing is the bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's her like, her weapon. It's just, I don't know, man. She walked off in that last scene so dejected and like ruined and just character broken. Nobody gives a shit about Abby. Nobody cares about a broad that looks like me with long hair. Nobody.
Oh,
easy.
Nobody
there.
cares.
Oh,
Damn.
That's just
yeah. No, you're imagining being
that
Neil
was
Druckmann
a
right
groan
now?
of this. That was a groan
That-
of
that
disgust.
That was a groan of
Sounded a little
passion.
something else.
that
A little
groan of
passionate
disgust.
there.
That
Yeah.
was a volcano.
Are you
of
imagining
lust.
me in that boat right now, Jessica?
Why do I hang out with you?
She was skinny by that point. She was emaciated.
She wasn't skinny yet. She hadn't even left for the desert yet. Remember the gratuitous scene where
Oh, you're
Abby
talking about
just
that
gets
part.
taken in the boat.
I was thinking the boat. At
Yeah,
the
is that
end.
what you're imagining right now, Jessica?
Wasn't it an RV? I never played the
You
fucking game.
pervert.
Hey, Wizard.
No, it was when they were at the.
Can I make a
It was a boat.
suggestion? One gun once
Yeah.
on the show so bad. Can we?
I
switch
will
out-
not shave my beard.
Can we?
I will not
switch
shave
out-
my beard for you. I'm not going to do it. You can't ask me, and I'm not going to grow my hair out either.
We're not going to switch out Cynic for one gun.
Please,
We're not going to
How'd you
switch out you
switch
for one
me
gun.
out?
either.
because
Oh, damn
No
it.
one's getting switched out.
What
This is
about-
Core 4?
Okay. What about
Oh,
Wizard? Can we
fuck.
switch him out for one gun? It would stay with the W.
one
know if that would-
Wednesdays.
One
Wednesday.
Well, let
One
Wiz
Wednesday.
let Wiz take himself out first, and then we can
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me time. I'll be taking
Give him a
myself
chance.
out at some
give him a
point.
chance.
That was
Um,
darker than one gun. Jesus.
Oh damn!
Oh my
Well, I mean,
God.
it's me, right?
It's dark as
Give me-
shit.
Yeah,
Look
you're
me
right.
up.
Yeah, you're right. What
Set
a-
it up on the T. I'm gonna take the swing.
Yeah, I get it.
Um,
Yeah, predictable. But no, man. In all honesty, that nobody wants to play Abby. You killed off Joel. Joel's brother. Who cares about him?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. What about the Asian? Oh, wait, the Asian dude got killed too. Weird. You
play as
killed
the
everybody
baby.
off.
He
Like
had
the
a
grown-up
roll
baby.
of pee.
Time jump.
The
into
baby disappeared.
Yeah, but
The
you got to pick
big
up the baby
nose,
story.
the big nosed
Dina.
Jewish girl just disappeared and said, "You're so angry. I'm just leaving you because
You
Yeah.
could have just said the Jewish girl.
No, because her in that game, her nose is abnormally big,
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
and the chick
Jewish
that they
girl.
used,
Huh?
the
This-
chick that they
this
used
was
for
going to
her
be a
character
clip.
model, the chick that they used for her character model was cute as shit, and they just ruined her. So,
Yeah, I don't want Last of Us 3. I haven't played 2, so whatever. I'm more
2.
interested in the show, I'll be honest.
I'm not. Pedro
Um,
Pascal can go away. Almost said something
Yeah.
very mean, rude.
Well, I mean he's gonna
He
be
looks
pretty
nothing
soon.
like Joel.
Well, you don't like
Yeah, that's the
zombies?
only. In all honesty, that's the only reason I'll ever watch this show, and the only time I'll ever be happy about Joel getting his skull bashed in with a golf club.
I expect that
I'm
to happen
so
now
happy
at
to
like
see that.
I expect that now at season 3. They're gonna
Oh, I
do
hope
that
they
shit.
make it brutal, bro. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy.
No,
I
it's gonna
hate
he's
Pedro
gonna
Pascal.
it's not even gonna be his head, it's gonna be his back now because they can't.
Yeah, they're gonna
fucked up his
half a
head.
it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have it in his contract. My beautiful Mexican head can't be
He
bashed.
or his head's
kind of
gonna be
looks like
turned.
Sturgis right there.
I want to see his teeth.
All
I
right,
want to open his
moving
mouth up
on.
like a horse.
I don't have a segue. Well, speaking of PlayStation exclusives, I guess we've talked about this before,
Terrible
but
segue.
this news is developing.
Can we have a
more and
terrible
more.
segue button, Wiz?
Shucks,
I
Like
Wiz.
you
forgot
don't
about- I
nail the
forgot about- I
segue.
forgot
Can we
about
do
the- I forgot about
exclamation
the,
point terrible segue?
Forgot about the segue button. Anyway, no, the rumor is that the next Batman Arkham game that is going to be PlayStation exclusive will be a Batman Beyond game.
Ooh,
It's
finally.
not Batman Arkham. It'll be
Ooh.
Batman,
Finally.
not Arkham. But
Good. I
'cause
hope it's a different fucking
one of
combat
our-
system.
one of our earliest clips on the channel, back when it was just me and Jesker, or I've plucked you other two out from obscurity. But back when it was just me and Jesker, we talked about how the
What'd you say?
possible
The fuck
PlayStation
you just
game,
say?
possible next Batman Arkham game is going to be a PlayStation
How the
exclusive.
fuck are you coming at me all wrong?
You heard
And
him.
then of course the idea of
Man, shit.
the
You
Batman
think you're gonna
Beyond
get a clip
game
out of
has
this
been-
after saying what the fuck you
has
just
been
said?
touted. I ain't gonna. You already ruined the last clip, so we're gonna ruin this.
You're
clip.
not gonna get a clip out of this one now after what you just fucking said. I wasn't saying leave
Roy
it out
Jen is
there.
here. Hello, Roy
This
Jen.
motherfucker over here.
Man, shit.
Yeah, fucking
Saying we obsolete and such, which
saying he plucked us.
man,
Who the fuck
you
you
ain't plugging
plug?
nothing.
You ain't plucking a nose hair.
Claiming that Rocksteady Studios and WB Games are planning
Oh,
a
bro,
new
you claiming
trilogy,
you plucked somebody.
that will adapt Batman Beyond specifically.
Wait, a
The rumor also
trilogy?
suggests that PlayStation may have locked down some type of exclusivity for these games,
What's up, Roy? J?
which will in turn make them PS6 and PC only and keep them off Xbox consoles. Well, I mean, that's not that hard to do these days because everything's kept off of Xbox console.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna everything's been plucked off of Xbox, huh?
The new
Yeah.
rumor specifically
It's
comes
made
from to the way of
obsolete.
lunatic Ignis, who has proven reliable at times in the past.
You gonna tell
specifically
me
when it comes
Xbox
to
is
PlayStation.
obscure next?
Mm,
So
mm.
yeah, Batman Beyond possible trilogy, possibly done by Rocksteady, possibly PlayStation exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to
Mhm.
FromSoft. I've seen enough.
Give it to CD Project Red, so you give it put it like Cyberpunk.
I'll be back.
Ooh, that would be sick.
FromSoft Batman Beyond game would suck, Snowman. I'm sorry. That would-
How?
it's just
They can
that's
do
not like
action
they're
in any way they can want, dude. Armored Core is nothing like Dark Souls, and it is a
Yeah, but
masterpiece.
I guess I just more like I need. It's got to be Rocksteady. It's got to be Rocksteady.
No, it
or
doesn't.
WB Games. But it's
The
like
combat needs to be more actiony and less like perfectly button time presses.
I'll give you that. It needs to be more like it needs to play more like Insomniac Spider-Man probably. As far as like he's got to
It's
like
almost the same.
no.
Oh,
'cause
wait.
Insomniac Spider-Man dodges, whereas Batman counters, and he's more like perfect. Like I'm gonna, perfectly
Yeah, once you, it's like a
counter
rhythm
your
game almost.
attack. Yeah, but Spider-Man is more like I'm gonna beat you down and I'm dodge and beat up your buddy and then dodge over here. You know, so like I want Terry to be able to like strike from the shadows and he like jets off with his boots.
Yeah,
And like, you know, and then he'll beat up a guy instead of like I'm gonna like perfectly counter your attack and you know do like that's Bruce Wayne Batman stuff, you know.
exactly. That's all I'm saying about the combat system.
Yeah.
It's a little too like wait for this and then do this. It's a little too
Yeah.
samey the entire time, every single fight.
So
Whereas I just want a little more freeform to combat.
yeah, like I said, like about more because Insomniac also had the big like the first one had the better gadgets as far as like the crowd control and but Terry just has his batarangs. He might have other stuff in like the comics, but like gadget wise, like his invisibility and
Well, it's Batman
His,
Beyond. I would imagine it couldn't be too difficult for him to have some wild shit.
yeah, I'm saying you'd have to think up some stuff, which would be cool. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
there's
So
something
they're-
that like jumps out.
So they're planning to do a trilogy?
Yeah, that's what the rumor says.
Okay.
Nice.
So they're gonna pluck this up from obscurity, huh?
You really going with that?
Your soul is mine.
So can we wait to see if the first one's actually going to do well before we decide to do a whole trilogy?
Oh, no, Jessica, that's not how they do games now.
Yeah,
I mean,
they got
bro.
to plan multiple at once.
When the first Arkham game came out, it was never planned for there to be sequels.
Yeah, it was.
No, actually,
47 of them.
They're
the
literally
first,
you can go to Arkham. You can literally bust down the wall in Arkham Asylum. You can see the Arkham City shit.
no,
And you
wait a
go into
minute,
the
hold
boat in
up,
Arkham City. You see the Arkham Knight shit.
hold
Yeah,
up, hold up.
Don't
There
hold
may,
up.
there may have been a desire to do a sequel. There may have been stuff that was put in there to hint at a sequel, but that doesn't mean
they had it written on a whiteboard. That's like we're gonna do 3 games. If the first one sells well, oh look, the first one sold well. We're doing, you know, like is that's.
But there was nothing concrete yet, is what I'm saying. Because remember, Arkham Asylum originally started out as a Dark Knight video game. It started out as a Dark Knight movie tie-in game. So there's no way they switch over to Arkham Asylum. Then they were like, oh, we've got this whole series mapped out. Like, what? No.
I mean, do you want 3 Batman Beyond games or not?
I do, but I'm also want to
Bro,
see
you know
what the-
Jessica is never happy.
I want to see what the first one's going to be like, because what if it sucks?
Well, then they're gonna have egg on their face once again after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
and the
one.
other 2 will get canceled. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then
Well,
they'll
I'm
cancel
ju- I'm
them.
just-
Like,
I'm
well,
They'll just cancel them.
What I'm saying
Work
is
out.
that instead of planning out this trilogy, how about we put all of our time and effort and energy into one game and make it good so that it's worthy of sequels? How about that?
I don't know. Why don't you go out to the?
They may or may not be doing that.
Yeah.
Instead of dividing your resources and attention to prep for 2 more games when you don't even know if the first one's going to be good.
I think you're just being. I just think you're being. What's the word I'm looking for?
Pessimistic.
Pessimistic for pessimistic sake.
yeah, I mean, like we don't even know these games are even happening, and I'll guarantee if this looks like what Arkham Knight looked like that quality still 10 years later still is like top of the line.
Absolutely.
If it plays like a combination of Arkham Knight and like Insomniac Spider-Man or something, right? If it like the fact that it's Batman Beyond, which people have been wanting something from for a while.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
they were gonna
I'm
get-
bricked up. Give me
we
47.
were gonna get
gay.
that Spider-Verse movie, but then they passed on that, right? So it's like we didn't want to do this Spider-Verse thing, but like people want Batman Beyond, a Cyberpunk game, PlayStation exclusive, right? Like the odds are in its favor. It needs a good plot, and it needs like the gameplay. Even it's like the pieces are there. Just do it again, right? It needs a good
No,
plot. And Suicide Squad Kills Justice League did not have a good plot. They need to hire an action. They need to get either Paul Dini or Bruce Timm or someone who worked on Batman Beyond, or someone who can write competent like superhero video games.
Get an old Batman writer. That'll be good.
No, look, I agree with you, but I just want to make sure this first one's going to be good, because look, man, Gotham Knight, garbage. Suicide Squad, garbage.
Agreed on both.
So, I want them to focus on one game right now.
What's up, Dave?
Get back into the groove of things. And then if it's good, if it's a success, great. Go wild. Put out as many sequels as you want. But first of all, y'all are, hanging by a thread. I mean, like, y'all have got to prove yourselves again, all right? You don't get the benefit of the doubt after the last couple of mess ups.
It's Batman. Yes, I do. Go away.
Don't give me that
It's
shit.
Batman. It's Batman Beyond. It's PlayStation exclusive. Like,
Yeah, they get all the benefit of the doubt. Go away.
And if it plays, and if it's okay, what are you gonna say if it's on the quality of Suicide Squad versus the
you'd be like,
Justice League?
I'll laugh.
Yeah, I'll laugh
laugh.
and not buy the next one.
Be like, hey, you fucked up, idiots. Like, it's
Yeah,
it's
way to go,
literally right
dummies.
there.
No,
Yeah.
move on. You're just being a pessimist. This glass half full stuff is like, or
Hey,
half
I'm
empty stuff.
being a
Really-
realist.
No, you're not.
A
Well,
VR
if you wanna be a
company made the
realist-
best Batman Arkham game
Oh, God.
of like,
Wait,
like
what
after
you say?
Arkham Knight for like 10
No,
years.
we're not. No,
Like, it
we're
can
not
be
going down
done.
that. I will
I'm
do
saying-
it.
I'm saying it
What
can
you
be
saying?
done. Like,
You don't
like-
know that.
it can be done. No, and that's why
But you
that's
don't
why I'm
know
more
that.
just no. What I'm saying, Cynic, is that if they don't do it, then it's like they messed up. They fucked it up, right? It's more like it's not hard.
That's not
is
what I'm talking about.
It's
What
just
I'm
like,
saying is you don't know that that's the best game out there.
it's
Exactly.
no, it's the best Batman Arkham game that came out
You
after Arkham
do
Knight.
not
You
know
don't know
that.
that.
Yes, I do, because it's the only one, idiots.
Do you have in it?
It's the only
Never
one.
played it.
So how many
it's the only
hours do
one.
you have in it?
It's also the
Yeah,
worst.
how many hours you dumped into it?
It's also the worst after Arkham Knight as well.
Oh,
So like,
Jesus
what level are
Christ.
you on?
Yeah. Well, what?
And-
How many things have? How many?
And
suits
y'all
have
want
you
to
unlocked?
say that I'm arguing semantics here? Like, come
No,
on.
I'm literally saying like the story is good. So it's like the story, like you can make a good Batman story. It's just that for whatever reason, Rocksteady
Yeah,
when
you
they were
could
making
literally
Suicide
just use the
Squad,
comic books.
Hold
you
up,
could use the
bro.
comic books. You can use the TV show if you're making Batman Beyond, right?
You
could
do
like
realize a game is more than just a story, though, right?
yeah, but I'm saying the gameplay is done because they did it. They did it
No.
already.
We need a
Over
new
there.
system.
Yeah,
you
we
can
got
get a
a
new
system.
you can get a new system. The problem is it's like if you want to go for
No,
like
you!
something that's
Yeah. How about no you, pal?
God.
This has been all
Listen.
night with you.
bringing in inside jokes to my show.
Bro,
No,
what-
you.
we don't
Son of a
need
bitch.
necessarily
Why don't you
a
say
new-
it?
We don't
Why
need
don't
a
you
new
just say it?
system.
Huh, Wiz?
What?
Won't
No,
you
I'm
just
saying
say
It's
it?
is
hard
that-
R.
Huh?
Again, the problem is with
Okay, Dad.
with WB games and stuff like our Gotham Knights is kind of like what gameplay wise what this game should play like. It's just gameplay sucked, right? So it's like I don't know. If anything, I just want them to make sure that they are not phoning it in. Story, gameplay, world, whatever.
Yeah, but Wiz,
No
are you
fun.
going to
That's what
play this
Jessica
one, or are you
said.
going to watch somebody on YouTube play it?
I will
Yeah.
play this.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
If it's
the
not a if it's on a console that I will hopefully have. It's PS6. I don't know.
so why am I catching so much flack for saying I want them to focus on one game before
Because
planning out?
you're just being a pessimist.
It was the
I'm,
way
I'm
you
tired
said
of
it.
your pessimist. I'm tired of your pessimism.
I'm being
Stop being
a
a cynic.
realist. I'm
No,
being
you're
a
not.
Glass
realist.
was
Yeah,
Just like
glass
that, pal.
spilt or whatever you're always doing.
Did
Glass
you
got a
stroke out?
roofie in it.
Did you what?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Uh,
I said it with
you
my
stroke,
chest.
did you stroke out? Did I stroke out? What just happened?
You did.
so story wise,
No, you.
what are we wanting? Are we want like Blight? Do you think would be a good?
Honestly,
first
I don't
villain?
care. I just want them to put out a game.
Oh man, the
nah.
answer is
Blight's got to
obvious.
come in the third.
Nah, man, the answer is obvious. Let's just if it ain't fuck.
I mean, Joe, you were gonna say
After
Joker,
broken,
because
then
it's-
after you fix
if it ain't
it.
broke, don't fix
ain't-
it, man. Let's just do Return of the Joker. The
If
hell
it
with
ain't
Return of the
fixed,
Joker.
then that'd be
you
cool.
don't. You can't jump right to Return of the Joker. You
No, I
gotta.
can't.
You gotta do like that's third game. Blight is first.
You know what? Jessica's turned me around. Terrible game. Don't want it.
I didn't say it was a terrible game. I'm just being
They're not
Yeah,
going to do it. They're not going to make it right. Terrible game. Cancel it all. Cut the show off. Let's get out
Return
of
of
here,
the
boys.
Joker should be third game. Blight should be second. Blight's like kind of the Joker to him though, so he should be like built up a little bit. Maybe he should be the
Saying,
first
like,
game.
saying
No,
like
I'm a gay idiot.
Cancel Batman. Cancel Wow Wednesdays. Snowman's a gay idiot. I'm out of here,
Yeah.
boys. Let's shut it down. Turn off the
All
light.
right.
All right.
Burn it all down.
Wow, he actually
We're back.
left. Crazy.
Oh shit.
What the?
We're all back. Everyone's doing it.
I was actually hoping you would do that because I forgot I could remove myself from the stage without leaving the studio.
I'm cracked.
I don't think you can because you don't have the key, so I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, I can. Watch.
Oh wow, you can. Crazy.
Damn, he's a fucking magician.
But I don't think you can't add yourself back.
Nope.
though.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope, I
okay.
can't add myself back. That's why I was like, hopefully he'll get the joke and then remove me.
Oh
And then
my
bring me
God.
No, trust me. I have an itchy trigger finger when it comes to removing you. Don't worry.
Damn.
Why am I your friend?
I don't know. I ask that question all the time. I ask
Steel,
God that question
sharpen
as
steel.
well.
Well, at least you're talking to God for once.
Yeah, well, usually it's complaining, but I mean, then that counts as talking.
Yeah, and he keeps me around. He's like, well, I know what's best.
Yeah. Trying to think. There's no segue for this, I suppose, but
Ha.
Cynic, I love that profile pic.
It's my favorite. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome, dude. I'm gonna say it every time.
I absolutely love it, especially when I'm like trying to dunk on people. I'm just like, you know what?
It's the
That's what they
perfect
need.
for that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Well, how about this? Here,
Yeah. How do you feel about this
How's
guy,
that?
huh?
I have extra
so
one
that
for
strike you. That strike your fancy then.
How's
Yeah.
that strike your fancy? Look at this little businessman. You know what he says? Yeah. Yeah, you see what he says.
Now,
And then
why don't
like
you enjoy your day?
I imagine I'm poking him in the chest. Yeah, you like this one?
With the middle finger.
Exactly. How else would I be doing it? Shut it
So,
down, boys.
We're back.
Oh, we're back. I forgot.
We're back. We're good.
We'll be right back.
Commercial break is over.
Oh my god, I do want commercial breaks and live streams. It'd be fun.
I wish that I could because I can
You're a
play videos, but I wish you could like play a video for the viewers and not for like us. We could just talk while like the thing's playing.
Oh yeah. Do like old fucking McDonald's or old toy commercials.
Well, like just like some type of like ad reads, like podcast where you could play an ad read and like you could still talk, but like
Well, Jesker
Kinda.
could probably get us like some sort of edible underwear ad.
I mean,
Speaking of Jessica, shut up, dude. God, can we get a word in here?
do
man?
we all get to
fuck.
some of that money off of it?
No, just Wizard.
it's my show. You can get edible underwear.
Yeah, he'll give you a
on
free
your own.
sample, but only after he wears them.
It's wait.
All right.
Your show?
No, I'm
It's our
saying
show.
It's
That's better than
Jesker's.
money, if you ask me.
It's Jesker's sponsorship.
Mhm.
I
It's
would
our-
get
it's
all
our
the
show.
money.
Yeah.
What?
I
They
mean, it's
send
mine
in
and
the
Snowman.
underwear.
Show.
I feel like I'm
What
doing
would I
all
do?
work for no reward here.
Yeah, but it's mine and Snowman show.
But it's ours. Yeah,
Yeah, it's ours.
it's ours. So
This show wouldn't
Anyway.
exist if it wasn't for us.
I saw that Jesker is one sub away from 800.
dude,
Going to unsub, no sub.
Go sub to Jesker's. I believe it's the normal talk. With the
if you
gray
want
profile
really
picture.
hot
Get me-
Chad action,
get
Which one of the 60 channels is it, Wizard?
Yeah, which one of the 60 alt
The-
accounts? is it?
It's the one with the Z's, man.
All right. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
give him that one little sub.
Get me
Yeah,
to 1,000 for Christ's
Oh,
sake.
my-
All right. Well, oh, geez, give him an inch, he takes a mile. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I tell all the ladies. I'm giving you an inch. It feels like a mile.
Press X to doubt.
That was literally a dunk on me.
I know, and
Mhm.
I can't make a joke either. Swan's gonna go and unsub from all three of YouTube.
Why?
Yeah, I just
why-
unsubbed. And I better
Listen,
keep my mod wrench too, even though I
when
unsubbed.
she acts like that, dude. Listen, when she acts like that, do not call her Swan. Call her Raven. Okay.
You know what I call her? You know what I call her?
Cannot call her. Raven.
What the?
That was great. I felt that in my ears. It was,
I felt it in
Wait,
my
wait.
loins.
I felt it in
Uh,
Snowman's loins.
I felt it in my nether regions.
I felt it in my brain. Here comes another stroke.
speaking of
Finally.
nether,
Dude, I'm hopped
No.
up on animal crackers right now. What y'all gonna do about me, boys?
Damn.
I'm all wound up on Mountain Dew.
I'm all
I
huffed
got
up
drunk
on
with that.
crack.
Come
That
at you like
older
a
kid
spider
one time.
monkey. What?
Yeah, the older kid. Those kids are from Talladega. I live 20 minutes from Talladega.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, and I partied with the older kid one time.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Walker.
Yeah, not
What?
Texas
Texas
Ranger.
Ranger. Not Texas Ranger. That was the other
Yeah.
Coming at you like a spider monkey.
one. Ballad of Ricky Bobby, one of the movies that I have seen many
It's
times.
as long as you've seen that one,
Overrated.
I respect. Get the fuck out. Kick him.
Whoa,
Kick him out of
whoa,
life.
Whoa,
Get him outta
whoa,
here.
Whoa, whoa.
Get drag him out. I'm like that blonde
Overrated.
lady in that gift. It's like pointing the finger and yelling.
He's
Like,
not
that is
real.
me. That is. Oh Jesus, get him out of here.
So, Cynic, Alabama Justice?
Yeah, Alabama Justice all the way.
What are you guys gonna fuck your?
You gotta
cousins
set up
to
your
death
horse. You gotta draw a hard line.
or something. Like, yeah, that'll happen to you, sir. Or
Next
something.
time, that'll be you.
Yeah.
Keep playing, boy, and I'll make you love me too.
Oh,
All
right,
right,
don't throw me
let's
with a
get to
good time.
something a bit
Segue.
more.
Did
Let's
I do
get
a
something a
good
bit more
segue?
cultured. Get more cultured. Have you guys heard about Tides of Annihilation? It was shown off on the State of Play with next
I've
to
heard
Liza
about
P's
it.
DLC.
Yeah.
Kind of come out of nowhere. Like
Uh-huh.
it's I believe it's like a Chinese company, like or Korean or something like that, where it's like we're getting a couple of these like popping up now where it's like these technical Marvel games that kind of come out of nowhere. But it is a character action game that uses Arthurian legend. So if anyone's a fan of King Arthur stories.
Take it or leave it. I did like that King Arthur movie with
No one knows how
that dude with the face.
Oh, fucking
It devoured
wasn't Richard
everything
Gere
from
and
the
Sean
past.
Connery in the fucking King Arthur movie?
Yeah, I think so.
The only King
Matt
Arthur thing I've
Damon.
seen is Transformers: The Last Night. So you know.
Oh yeah, I think it was literally called King Arthur in 2004.
Yep.
It had Clive Owen in it.
Oh,
and
really?
Mads Mikkelsen and
Nah,
Keira
I'm thinking
Knight.
of something else.
No, dude, go watch that movie. It's peak.
As long as it is reforged,
Yeah,
my
so
wish can be fulfilled.
it kind of like reminds me of Liza P in some ways, but just like the whole like
The
let's try
graphics
to-
and stuff, yeah, like the world,
the graphics and like just like the
the sets.
you can tell they're talking about
just
book
before-
things, but you're like
Uh-huh.
This
they're
is still
putting
pissing me
stuff
off
in.
that it's a fucking announced trailer and it's just all
My wish-
CGI. It's like I want gameplay, man.
Well,
the
don't
fucking
don't
You know, even the games are CGI. Wait.
slow down,
Don't
slow
do
your roll there.
him.
Slow
No,
your
I
roll there,
want-
Snowman.
Don't do
It should be
him like
gameplay.
that. You
I'm
you
saying
better
gameplay
you better
and
name
then
him with a little
story.
more respect next time.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, like
is everybody
Yeah.
stroking out? Is that what's happening
here,
here?
right here, get there.
No, you get there.
Yeah, no,
Get
you,
there.
bro.
We'll get there when we get there.
Oh my god, this fucking we have derailed.
You should have went to that first.
You know what? Sick of this. Sick of you all.
Take it
I
all
passed
down.
on a big opportunity a few weeks ago, and it was because of you guys. I did it for you guys.
If it wasn't for you stinking kids.
I wanted to quit the internet 1,000 times.
You know where I
Everyone
could have been a
says
few weeks
no.
ago if it wasn't for you, you ungrateful
You
bastard.
meddling rascals.
You're constantly in my ears like chattering monkeys.
It's because you have headphones on. Take the headphones off.
And then you'd
Yeah,
be in
did
my
you take your
speakers like
medicine
chattering.
today?
Yeah, but we wouldn't be in your ears no mo.
Well, technically, I mean, like, where else do you hear Cynic? You always hear your ears. Anyway.
I'm not allowed to say it on your show.
Anyway, this will be clipped out of the clip, so don't worry about it.
Oh man, this
Aw,
will probably get you
coward.
more subs.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
Say
not evergreen. He's
That's the
clip
gayest thing I've ever heard in my
clips need
entire
to be
life.
covered.
That was pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No,
This
it's
is coming
tight.
from
It's the.
a-
I'm gonna crash
this is
out
coming
again.
from a twink.
How you make content? It's got to be evergreen content. It's how you upload clips onto YouTube.
He's clapping his hands so hard right now, like just
But
spinning.
no, I'm not
those
clapping my hand. I'm backhanding my other hand with my hand.
Yeah.
On like.
I didn't even actually hear you. I
like
just
this.
know you.
No, I'm literally doing this. I'm like, it's evergreen. It's how
Grabbing
you
us by our
make clips.
collar.
Evergreen.
Yeah, boy.
Jesus.
All right. Oh,
Good, got it all out of our systems now.
I hope so. I'm gonna try my best.
Because I want to kind of like go over the gameplay trailer still. So it's like.
Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Let's buckle in, boys.
Now, I haven't played Final Fantasy, but this is kind of like what I feel like I see when I see Final Fantasy stuff.
A lot of people were making Final Fantasy comparisons.
Definitely a lot of Devil May Cry, though. I can definitely see the Devil May Cry.
Devil may whimper, but I don't know if cry.
Well, I mean, even
Devil
Devil
May
May
Soul.
Cry if it loses a loved one.
That's true.
Holy Grail.
Yeah, this is the game that everybody was like hyping up on Twitter earlier this week, talking about
Yeah.
action games are back. And I'm like, dude, action games went away for a reason.
Gwendolyn,
No
this is
more
your final
Souls-like
warning.
stuff. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I
get
did
good,
see
son.
that tweet where it's like the era of the death grip on video games with Souls likes or over, or something like that.
It's like, it ain't Soul's fault.
Yeah, dude, get good, son. Scrub, noob.
I mean, there's plenty of, like, in Elden Ring,
Even
there's
if
hella
the price
different
is
weapons in Ashes of War to make you, like, move and
my
fight
soul.
like
Yeah,
Ash
you don't
and
even have
shit
to
like
play that game like Dark Souls if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So that DLC though still kick your ass, but don't
Yeah.
buy it.
The table is
If you
dead.
if you's a scrub,
It
praise the
exists
sun
But
and
I-
get good.
no more.
I'm glad Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out, though.
Hack.
Fuck off.
You fuck off.
He said me
Anyway, so here's the
You go suck me bows.
so Snowman for the benefit. The gameplay and the cinematic were put out at the same time, so they were basically like, "Here's this game you didn't know existed, and also here's gameplay as well." So it's just
That's just hit
you know,
me.
which is good
They
to do
just
that.
need to hit me in the veins. Tap it right in with the gameplay.
yeah,
I
just
don't need to
inject it
see-
right in your veins.
I don't need a cinematic trailer for a fucking game. I want to see how it plays.
I want
And then
both,
story my ass. Yeah, I
I
want
want
both
both.
too.
actually.
Well,
Let's go.
because it wasn't really cinematic; it was the cinematics, right? It was the cutscenes. It's different to
Right.
like when they pay an animation studio to like do a bunch of crap, you know.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what it's like,
that
all
sucks
right.
too.
I kind of don't like that it's just seemingly like modern day London, though. I'll admit, like I was like, like
I mean, it's
this a
post-apocalyptic, clearly.
Yeah,
car? It's a baby carriage. Ah, a
Yeah.
baby.
I'm gonna
oh,
have
that
one of
snowman
those.
you roboted. You
For
roboted.
everything that's happened to you.
Wait, Cynic, you're gonna be a dad?
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
You're gonna be a baby.
Congratulations, man. He's gonna be a baby.
No, that's just the stroller that he has to get
Let's
pushed
go.
around in.
That's what I keep Ruby in.
Get over here.
Yeah. We're short. It's where the short people belong.
That's, you know what? That's probably the best place for him, to be honest.
Nah, the best place for him is in county, but we can't get him there yet.
No, if you brought up Ruby, we're gonna have to do the voices.
Oh, which voices?
Well, I say the Ruby voices that we do because it's like this is like the third stream in a row.
I don't do a Ruby voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I say I usually do sometimes I can do the Ruby voice, sometimes not. But
Do it.
I
Do
just
the
wa-
Ruby voice. Nail it.
yes, Swan is right. Say his name and he appears.
No, I will not say that
we
name. I
be-
hate that
we
name. That
believe-
name has ruined wrestling.
Believe in Joe Ruby.
I just,
Yo, Anyway.
cuz it's Ruby Kang here over here. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh,
Like, yo,
Will.
welcome to CG Church over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Swan, we're not gonna play the song. You know where to go to hear the song.
I just,
Well,
Well,
that's
I
it,
will
Dave.
never play that song, and if you ever play that song, me and you, Done.
Yeah,
Say
you
his
go,
name and he
you
appears.
go find that someone who will play the song for you.
If I
That
ever
shit
if
is
I
so
ever
catchy.
if I ever
Yep.
create a video game,
Yeah, so is AIDS.
I'm gonna make a boss called Ruby King Crab,
Uh-huh.
just in honor of Ruby.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so that'll never get made. Let's move
I
on,
think
Wiz.
Ruby, there is that there's that crab Souls-like game.
We're moving on, he said, Wiz.
Yeah,
I'm saying
jeez,
there's
it's our
that-
show.
Bullshit.
I'm saying is that Ruby
Yeah.
should like stream that or something, or like do something like that.
I just want to see Ruby fight the crabs
Ruby
in Dark
King
Souls
Crab.
3.
Yeah, that's fucking crabs. And then they came back in Elden Ring too.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
as bad as
they
the,
did.
Yep.
the lobsters though. Those lobsters
lobsters.
The lobsters are so fucking cool.
snipe you. It's like Jesus.
The crab's just gonna go around saying the F slur. all the
Moving
time.
on, Jesker.
You fucked it up. No. Yeah, see, it's like I saw this. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see the Devil May Cry when I saw that part. I'm like, oh, jeez.
That felt
But-
more like
That's
Souls-like stuff.
Yeah, just the enemy introduction.
Oh, I
like
thought you
that,
could
like
play
the-
as the guy with 3 arms.
Yeah, of course,
No.
of course,
Why would you
Stormy
do
wants
that?
to
It's
play as
gonna
the
be a
guy.
chick. It's always going to be a chick in these games. I don't know why. I'm really getting tired of playing as a woman. I cross-dress on my own time, not when I'm trying to
Always
do
plays
some
the
best.
escapism.
Am I the only one
like-
getting a slight Bayonetta vibe from this?
Yeah,
Well, it's
definitely
it's
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta, Devil May Cry character. It's character action.
But
I
you,
like the stand. I like the
I
stand.
love how
It's-
Wiz
it's
is
a nice
big
mesh of a
fan
lot of different
or
games.
Devil May Cry, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man!" Like, it's,
I literally know nothing else about character action.
I know that.
It's like
That's my
Metal
point.
Gear Rising. Yeah, possibly. It's a little bit of that, man. Beautiful Joe. I don't know, possible.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Okami.
Oh, I never
I
got
don't
to
know.
play Beautiful Joe.
All in the same universe, apparently. Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Beautiful Joe, and Okami.
Oh, well.
It's confirmed by the creator.
Bayonetta was my shit, though. I love that game. I want to get a Bayonetta tattoo.
Do it, and I will fucking make fun of you.
No.
Dick off. Ah, bam. Beach to it.
Insect meatballs.
This is just near Automata.
Oh yeah, like that's just the thing is people are gonna be making
that's
these
another
like
one.
Do
Yeah,
you
Nier
think
Near
Automata.
Automata was very Souls-like
Just a
too,
cold
though.
round.
So, get wrecked, noob.
Charlotte Waters,
Mm-hmm. Souls
like
is the
the,
blueprint, man.
One step forward and 1,000 steps back, right, honey?
Well, it's like even like Kingdom Hearts has some souls like
Is that what you say to your wife when you push her down the stairs?
His husband, but yes,
when he gets pushed down the stairs.
yeah. He just
Sorry,
as
honey, as he's falling down the
as
stairs.
Jesker gets pushed down, he just hears, but I love you."
Yeah.
more unstable.
You guys know too much about my personal life.
Like a dog.
Yeah, you should really quit tweeting us about it.
He just stopped standing on that roof and screaming at it.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I told you I was filming.
Neighbors can hear.
Long time no see. Oh no, not again.
This game does look pretty
Like,
cool,
I-
though.
No.
It looks cool. I just wish that it was actually like medieval times or something. Like,
Nah, man, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
There's too many medieval
yeah.
games.
Medieval times is overused.
Way overdone.
yeah, but even then, like you're doing Arthurian
The path
stuff.
is flooded.
But then again, like that'd be stupid of me because
None of
like,
this feels Arthurian anymore. Like the story part did, but this gameplay has
Yeah,
no
like,
Arthurian
exactly.
feel whatsoever.
I have a theory.
Yeah, I get your complaint with that. Yeah.
A path.
There is the whole thing about Arthur being the once and future king. So there's like a prophecy he's going to come back someday when
Just knock down the
Britain is
pillar.
like at its darkest moment. So maybe we'll see the
Pretty
return of
dark right
King
now. I don't know
Arthur.
if you've seen about seen the population lately.
Nice. Now
Well,
we
maybe in this game,
There goes this clip.
maybe in this game, we're going to see
Jews,
King
am I
Arthur
right?
come back.
All right, there goes the clip again. See, luckily, I can just take the audio from the thing and just sync it up so that
Can you?
somehow your
Once
audio
we
gets
go in,
muted, but the
there's no
game plays.
turning
We'll
back.
be right back.
We need to be prepared.
Gonna have to do some editing work for this. Boy.
I mean, mine wasn't that bad. You could have just lowered my volume.
I said like 3 words.
Don't you dare! Don't you do it again. This is a good clip.
Baki asked, "What is this game?" This is
I warned
I don't know. but
Trash in Wizards'
I
opinion.
don't know, but if
Tides
I
of
tell Jessica
Annihilation.
there's if
Wait,
I tell
Wizard-
Jessica there's 3 of them planned, he's gonna spurg out.
What?
Thanks, Jim. Now getting back.
What'd you say? What were you gonna say, Jessica?
No. Well, wait. So wait, Wizard, you don't like this?
I don't. What the?
That was Snowman that said that.
I didn't say that. I was the one who said it looked kind of cool though.
Wait a minute.
No, so
Am I stroking out now?
No. So what? Okay. So what I was gonna say
I'm
about
being sure.
I was like, I wish that it had more that
Right.
medieval kind of thing. But what you were saying about like the once and future king thing, I was like, okay, I can get that.
Yeah, like I
Um,
think what we could be seeing here is like, because obviously Britain is not looking too
Post-apocalypse,
good in
yeah.
this game, man, bro. So
Yeah.
like we could see something to where like it could be fulfilling the prophecies about King Arthur, where he comes back and like he brings order back to post-apocalyptic England.
Yeah. And I
That's-
was trying.
I
I was
hate
going to
that
say that.
title though.
I was going to say that it would make me a hypocrite because I'd be like what you don't like King Arthur video game story in a pseudo modern day world, but you're okay with the Pinocchio one, right? I was
And
like, oh, okay,
fucking
okay.
Thor.
Got me there. Well, all right. Well, that just makes no sense what you just said, but moving. on.
Thor in a modern day setting. You mean like in the Marvel universe? Your favorite character, Thor?
No, but I mean, like, I also prefer Thor in like medieval, in when they do like the mythology stories, like more than like the modern day stuff. I've always said that the mythology story is my favorite. You just are constantly trying to get. You just constantly want to get. Well, I can cut this out again. You just constantly want to get on my ass.
I'll
every single time.
destroy this whole.
I say
screen,
anything.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'll burn this thing down.
Jeez.
I'm lighting a match to my computer right now.
You know what? I'm giving you the finger like bottom of the
Like my
screen.
little guy down here.
How about that?
I'm
Yeah.
praying. I'm on my knees praying for all of you right now.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
not the only thing you do on your knees, pal.
Oof.
I would
Headshot,
get
man. Let's
mad,
go.
but as soon
360.
as I said it, I was like, yeah, I set myself up for that one. So you know
All right.
what? Fair game.
Well, at
fair
least
Yeah,
game.
you're
you
wearing
just Scotty Pippen me as I Michael Jordan through the air on that one.
Hey man, well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, dap. Everybody dap.
back on track.
Get you-
Back on track. And scene. Baki says, Tides of Annihilation sounds okay for a medieval game.
I just hate that title. It's so generic.
I know, I like
seems
it.
so like Japanese of a
Yeah.
type, like some type of foreign language translation thing.
I mean, the
Like-
Japanese keep it simple, man.
Not even like Gwendolyn of the Round Table or like something Arthurian,
Yeah.
or the future,
something a little
or
more
just future
specific.
king, or yeah. Something that
Well,
tells me, like-
future. If my theory is right, Future King would give too much of the plot away.
Yeah, but even then, like it sounds so video gamey that you can kind of just, go right over your head. So I don't know.
Gwendolyn, did you come here just to get upset with me?
Damn it, Mordred!
I
That's
did
up
see
to
like
you.
the animation
Just
for
here
their
to
like
read.
cutscenes and stuff is really good.
Yeah, it looks great.
I have more.
Damn
pressing
boobies, though.
matters.
Yeah.
You should have
Like even the
stayed
sound design of the gauntlet hitting all the books was pretty cool.
out of my way.
Yeah, but Mordred should have been dark haired.
Or, I've no interest in your throne.
This gameplay is
So,
fucking sick.
You're after the night.
Hey, don't just say that you didn't just see
Something
gameplay.
else.
Like, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm so sick of
4
Snowman and
seconds.
this
Your
shit.
business and I'll mind mine. Don't trust
We
her.
saw like
She's a psycho.
5 minutes.
Saw a
of
lot of
gameplay.
gameplay. Everyone's just talking over.
It's a game.
Like literally, there's literally 5 minutes of gameplay.
Oh my God, there's a ginger in this game.
Oh, kill it with fire. Kill the whole thing. Cut the stream.
There's
It's a
actually
ginger
the
that
internet.
turns into a sword though.
There's actually a game where they're not being erased. Isn't that amazing?
I just
wow.
like that where it's like your
This is a
companion
progressive.
turns into the weapon. It's cool.
This is kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it
They
looks pretty cool.
literally stole that from an indie Souls-like game.
You're weaker than before.
I forget the name of it, but I played it.
Swinging your sword like that. Does that count as fighting?
It was
Yeah, this feels
Boners
like
of
Lies of P.
Annihilation.
Can't win on your own. So you call
I wouldn't
for
say
battle.
Eliza P, but
Mordred.
Too slow.
Yep.
This is all you've got.
Mordred.
Bow to me.
I do like the stance switchings or whatever they do, or like the special move usage or whatever it is that like calls out the other knights. I think it is a cool gimmick.
Very well. This is your own.
Did anyone ever play Wizards of Legend? You would probably love that game, Wizard.
I don't
Sex
like
hammer.
Oh, that voice. Did Andrew just hop in here?
Oh wow, rude.
And we got the
Chat.
Duel of the Fates music coming in.
Yes, this game has a Solstice vibe mixed with what's that other game? I'm trying to find it. I've got it on my list.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up when it comes out, but it's definitely I'm gonna be looking at it. It'll definitely be on my radar. Which is crazy that there's so many of these like high quality games that are just out there.
Yeah,
I might actually get it to review it. I don't know.
I mean,
the
gaming is in
PlayStation
a
5's
great
been out
spot.
for 16 years, so it's about time to
Yeah.
get some games on it.
And this is even like a PlayStation exclusive. It's gonna be on other things as well.
Yeah,
Because
for like
that
a
whole
year.
direct was like third party stuff.
This looks like this game, Wizard of Legends, is like an indie game. It's where all of your attacks
Feel
are
the true
just
power
different
of
spells. Like your melee attack is just a spell.
Yeah. That looks Kingdom Hearts as shit right there.
Yo, man. That's literally Xemnas' lasers.
Yeah, just that like the. That's kind of what this actually reminded me of. I think it is. It's like what modern day Kingdom Hearts can kind of look like, as far as like the particles and all this like
How is this possible?
fancy stuff.
Oh, is that a parry?
You were just lucky.
Weird that they have cuts though, which is weird.
Ender Lilies. That's the game I'm thinking of. So they literally just took Ender Lilies and made it a 3D game.
Well, wait, what was this game you're talking about? What was it?
It's so a 2D Souls-like, and all your weapons were like these knights that you found.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Yeah. This is just Ender Lilies.
You're nothing but a bug. Well, I'm destined
Art style is
to have
kind of
it.
different. It's like for chibi characters.
No, it's not. Hush.
Almost.
You don't know.
I played it. I did.
I tell you, sir. Sir, please, sir. I did play it, sir.
But who the hell do you think you are?
Personally, ma'am, I think I'm somebody.
Face it. You're just a discarded pawn in this game.
You're a pawn.
Damn you!
I'm gonna be real, dog.
I'm Pendragon.
Gwendolyn's doing it for me.
No one can pass
Yeah,
this
that
side.
fan shit's cool.
I'm there for the swords. I'm a sword homosexual.
Now this is like the castles and stuff. I'm good with that. That's more or less what I was looking for.
My
I'm
thing is,
literally
so
trying to
gay
sing right now.
about customization. It's like I need all kinds of different armor. Like
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
fashion souls type shit.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
they
care.
didn't. Well, fashion may cries, but
yeah.
Did you really
I mean,
try to
these
make that
enemies
pun?
look sick.
not a pun.
That dude, you try. Dude, can we get a exclamation? Wow, that was terrible. button?
No, I don't. I have not built such a thing, nor will I.
Oh, come on. Give me a stream key. Watch me do it.
It's not how the stream keys work.
I'm
Watch
gonna
me
make
work.
my own stream element.
Watch me work.
Again, I don't think they don't work that.
I'm gonna hack you. Don't you worry about it. I know a Russian
Anyway.
hacker.
This is straight up
Anyway.
Elden Ring, Dark Souls right there.
It's Solstice mixed with Ender Lilies.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
so
is
Tides of
what it
Annihilation,
is.
like I said, kind
Yes.
of came out of nowhere.
Day one, I'm gonna
Uh,
buy it. Day
Oh
one for
yeah,
me.
yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Roy,
Absolutely.
You don't even
Roygen
have a
says,
PlayStation
tits
5.
out, swords up.
I will
is
by
it
the time
today?
this comes out. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry your precious little
Okay.
head.
You're gonna have to sell your body a little harder, boy.
Yeah, they have not. It's an
You
in
slap.
development. Yes, so it is a PS5.
I mean, look, man, if that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
You're gonna have to
man.
spend a little more time on them corners, boy.
Onimusha looks. Yeah, the new Onimusha.
Yeah, Onimusha looks great.
So yeah, so I just I had set this aside because we didn't have news, so I was like, well, we could watch this, you know.
I like it. I really am
Looks cool.
depending on the price.
I like,
grab it day
like I
one.
said, I'm liking that I'm getting surprised by games now, where you know you're
Gaming's back.
Before-
Dude. It's been back for a while.
before. Yeah, it would be like your major people, and they would kind of announce a thing, and you have to wait like 3 years. It's like, okay, fine, the game's out. Yeah, okay. But then like now you're getting these people that are like, yeah, we've been working on this game forever. Here it is, really posh, it's really good. Here you go. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, stop building hype. Like I'm being dead serious. Like stop
Yeah.
building hype so far out.
Like we talked about it with that Wonder Woman game, I think last week or whatever, when they're like they're restructuring all that. It was like that game was announced with just the cinematic, and it was like they were like, yeah, we just did that to show we have the like we're gonna start working on it. It's like, don't announce something you're gonna start working on. It's stupid.
Yeah, I don't need to see something for 6 years from now. I just don't care anymore. I'm tired of like having these games. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait for that to come out, and it just sits in production hell for 12, 15
Especially
years.
now, there's so much shit that's coming out, and it's so much faster to make shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. I agree.
It's
yeah.
never coming out.
It's gonna be 3 years next month since we've
It's
heard.
never
anything.
coming out though.
Don't forget, pinned at the top of the chat is an Ask Us Anything. We'll be reading at the end of the show.
It's a lot. We spend a lot of time doing that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Cynic.
it's all thanks to Grumpy. I mean,
So
put
let
the
me
chat
ask you.
in the whole
Let me ask you
team.
something. Since you brought it up,
What'd I
like
bring up?
what between the announcement of a game and the release of the game, what do you think is an acceptable window?
At most a year.
All right,
I
would-
think at most a year. I think probably peak maybe 6 months.
I wouldn't say a year.
I said at most a year.
I know I'm saying I would say at most 2 to
Depends. Bloodborne 2.
2 to 3 is what they're doing now, and then these games get delayed
No.
for like 6 years.
yeah, that's
I
the
would,
thing, then that's-
I would say two. Honestly, at this, listen, given the attention span of people, honestly, I'm gonna say at most 2 years.
No, still too far. But I get it. But here's the problem, man. Like
Bloodborne 2.
I don't
that got
think.
announced now.
Yeah, I want it announced, and then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm building the hype train to get it. Versus, oh wait, I forgot this game was even coming out. Like 2 years is too long.
If it's something that we don't know, like if it's a brand new IP, I think 2.5 to.
You're just
Or
back
3
on the
to-
same cycle we're on now.
Well, like if it's something new that like Naughty Dog's thing, right? Naughty Dog put out that cinematic trailer, and it's like, yeah, okay, I'll forget about it until they're ready to show more. And it's like, okay, yeah, we're showing more.
What's up, Vivint?
Vivint is here. Hello, Vivint.
up,
Found
bro?
me after a long time. He did not know where I was.
Vivint likes to come and bully me over things. So
I think it
Well,
depends on the
anyone who
game.
bullies Cynic is welcome here.
why am I your friend?
Anyway, so no, but if it's for like I like this game, we didn't know about it. It's like, here it is, here's gameplay. Now it's also possible, because they didn't announce the release date, it's also possible we gotta wait 3 years for this to come out.
I don't know, man. That was a lot of gameplay.
I know, and that's what'll make it like strange. I'm like,
That was a lot of gameplay.
Honestly,
I think if you do, I think at most, I'll do. All right, if you've got a production of a game and you know you've got a year for it to come out, or you know you're planning on releasing it a year, announce it a year ahead. Then you do like a little drip feed of game stuff for a year, and then boom, drop the game. And if you do have to push it back, here's the problem: people don't get as pissed versus announcing it 2.5, 3 years before. Because all of these games, almost all of them, the production gets pushed back further. And then people are sitting there going, well, this game company sucks. They lose faith in it. Then the games come out broken anyway. So quit doing it. To announce it a year ahead.
I think
Yeah,
this
I
game
mean-
is probably going to come out in 2026.
I feel like if it was going to be 2025, they would have said
I
it.
could have swore
There's
it
a lot
just said 2025, didn't it?
No, it just said wish list now. It didn't
Yeah,
say like it didn't.
I'm
it didn't
thinking
drop.
early 2025 or early 2026.
I'll
My
double
bad.
check. I already forgot what the fucking name of the game. That the name of the game is so forgettable.
Tides of Annihilation.
Swords and
I was playing
weaponry.
Rise of Annihilation,
Yeah, I wish
which is
listed
honestly
it now.
honestly a better name.
Swords of Samurai's Face.
Mm-hmm. Knights and shields.
Yeah, there's no release date for it. So
Yeah,
it
it
is
said
just that
on the
they
wish
literally
list.
just
It
said like,
says to be announced. So
yeah, we basically like the thing was that we're working on it, which even then is like, it's
Welcome back, Grumpy.
like I said, they might just show this and then disappear for a while. Then it's like, all right, well then what are we doing here? So I don't know. No, I think Cynic, you are right about the fact that it's like it I would say a year is what they should do. They shouldn't like disappear. Definitely, they should come out with more than just a cinematic trailer that they paid an animation studio to make. They got to come out with like some actual in-engine, in-gameplay, cinematics or whatever stuff.
I agree. Ideally, it would be a year, but like if we're just talking about like me personally, like how far along I'm willing to wait before I start to get frustrated. 2.
Definitely not 13 or whatever.
I
whatever
mean,
Kingdom Hearts 3 was.
I mean,
I just got quote tweeted by Dick Masterson, by the way.
Kingdom
That's,
Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 was not in development or announced until 2013.
Positive or negative?
Oh, of course, negative. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. What did you
So,
say?
I mean,
It was a thing where I was basically sick of my timeline looking like my 66-year-old dad talking to me about women driving.
Oh, I was gonna give you shit about.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about. Look, I just don't give a shit to see it every other post because I'm just like, am I
Yeah.
talking to my dad on the phone right now?
Mhm.
We get it.
Yeah.
Women bad. Women drive no good. Women make sandwich now.
Just
Like,
ignore
come on.
it.
Just ignore it, please.
Why don't you just ignore it?
I'm surprised you like Vivent says that he's still blocked by. I'm surprised you'll get blocked by Dick now probably. But
I mean, he quote tweeted. I've been quote tweeted by Nick Ricada, Dick Masterson, and Ethan Ralph this week.
Not a fucking rampage.
Now I need
dude.
Vito, and I would have the quadrifecta or whatever you would call it. Quadrecta?
Swan says she was happy that you were being based.
Yeah, I don't care. Like
5 cynic hearts as well.
hell yeah. That's all I care about. Dick Masterson, who? Just wait till Sunday on CG Church.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have.
that what do we got? Silence, huh?
Yeah, I don't have. Well, I say I don't have like a. I wanted to have a clip, but I don't have a good clip.
Oh, I wish I had the one that we do on CG Church for the Indie Comic Jones thing. Where he's freaking out. Like, God, go follow this guy.
Dick
Yeah.
Masterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. that
Oh,
shit
you don't
was
watch
funny.
CG Church? That's right, Snowman. You don't
No, I
support
do.
your friends.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Fuckhead.
you don't support your friends.
Yeah, no, he
Yes,
knows what you're
they're not
talking
my
about.
friends.
He knows what you're talking about, but he is still a himbo, so he's got to kind of like.
Summer
I gotta piece it together.
Summer Swan says, "Damn, that's getting me." ... I can't say bricked up.
Oh shit!
We
Bevent
get it,
wants to
fellas.
know what the hell CG Church is.
It's on D Ruby King's Kingdom, all one word, on Sundays at 4:05 in the afternoon. I am the co-host.
It's an
Oh,
amazing
there's
show that I
the-
watch every time. I always watch it front to back, and then I watch it again as soon as it's finished. Idiot. No, I don't watch it at all ever. That was a lucky guess. I have no idea who Dick Masterson even is. So how about that?
I barely
have
know
no
who he
idea.
Is it what the
Uh,
Rippetards ranting and raving about? They have. I don't know if they're ranting and raving about it right now, but they have.
Yep,
Really,
they
they
probably
hate
are.
us so much.
I know, it's awesome. I fucking hate them.
Dude, they hated us more before we ever even talked Eric July numbers and stuff.
Speaking
Yep,
of
'cause-
things people hate,
Come on,
Did
nail
I
the
happen-
segue. You've got it, buddy.
that I happen to like,
Yep.
Marvel Rivals.
Oh.
No, people like Marvel Rivals. You guys.
don't.
Yeah, people like it's
Okay.
it's popular.
I'm gonna bash my head against a wall.
No, I just
Yeah,
wanted
dude.
to. Well,
Thank
We're
God.
doing. Aren't we
briefly-
doing Marvel Rivals as like a game show thing Friday or something?
No, Friday we will hopefully be. I will be here to stream, and Marvel Rivals and everyone, like I said, can sit here and they can
Yep.
talk about whatever. And,
405 Central, Grumpy.
like, what, Grumpy? It's not how time zones work. You can't just be like, "This is my time." Like you can't like claim it. or
Yeah,
something.
Pacific time would be 205, I think.
Baki says we need a DC Rivals. Yeah, people kind of been wanting that.
I
Some
mean,
DC
personally,
needs.
Wiz, I think I would like to go in blind for Friday's game that you're going to do. So then you can show us all the hot new character reveals. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Guys?
The
Mhm.
problem is people auto pick.
Uh-huh.
So it's possible I won't be able to actually play as Human Torch or the Thing. So we'll see. But Brent says Injustice. Yeah, Injustice was a fighting game though. Like people didn't want it. Like Multiverses kind of had it, but Multiverses shot itself in the foot. We went over that, how it's like they were kind of riding high and then they pulled everything away and then broke it. So DC needs something. Grumpy says uneducated people like Marvel Rivals. Lol, just kidding. Go back to drawing your Batman, Grumpy. Anyway. No, so
Exactly.
they
Grumpy. Exactly.
they showed off Human Torch and
The Human Torch.
the third hero being added to the game. Completing the Fantastic Four with the Thing. He's another flying character like Storm and Iron Man. And these flying characters can be a real pain to play against. But he also seems really weak. Like I'm watching this gameplay and I'm like, he's not doing a whole lot of damage. I'm like, he's doing it kind of there, but I don't know. And then you can give Storm a fire tornado. They also showed off, the Thing, which people were
I'll give
excited
her a
for.
fire tornado.
All right.
Need penicillin for that. Too soon? All right.
All right.
I was
Fair
dunking on
Hey.
Dick Masterson. Sorry, pal.
Tough
Great.
crowd.
Yeah, that was awesome. Way to go. Funny.
Your shots.
No, you.
I do like how the Thing is just a
good
straight up,
for
just
you, or
like,
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
straight up boxer.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I like the Thing gameplay. I think I like that
Yeah.
better than I think I like that better than Johnny Storm's.
I don't like any
Yeah.
of this, personally.
Johnny's
I
you're
prefer
only
it.
going to get so far with, right? Like, because it's like he's got to just throw fire and that's all he can do.
It's
But yeah,
clobbering time.
Thing's going to be fun to like.
I like the scream. It's chloroform time.
That was it. That's a stretch.
Cynic should be in prison.
Maybe.
Uh,
Gotta catch me first.
But then then they add another new map as they always do, which will be vampire controlled Central Park, which actually gives us a first look at Blade because he, per the events of the story, is actually held prisoner by Dracula.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I believe, yeah, here he is. Yeah, you can get kind of like the view. People were already saying that's like they got he gave him cornrows and a chain, and then so they're like, we're gonna play him on that basis alone.
All right. Just posted something in the CG green room for Jessica and Snowman for the way they've been acting.
Oh well, I don't appreciate that. So you can go read it to yourself. How about that?
And of course, they always come with a skin with these new characters. So the Thing's skin is the trench coat, classic going incognito trench coat. Which is funny, they actually broke the convention because Reed's skin was the Maker, Sue's skin was Malice, which are both like evil versions of them. Then Johnny's skin is Negative Zone Johnny Storm, so like he's an evil Johnny Storm. And then the Thing
in the trench coat is dope.
Him in a trench coat, like it is the best skin. Like it's like that's like it's like him in the trench coat is classic.
Yeah.
It's just like they should have had the evil Thing to kind of like round it out, but they didn't complete what's Cynic called the quadrifecta,
Yeah, the quadrifecta. That's right. Nailed it.
Yeah, so.
You can have that.
No
I'm going to charge you later, but don't worry about it. And wait till you get rich, then sue you.
Well, like I said, I'll possibly be here on Friday night.
Look at it. It's fucking fire.
Oh, that kind of hurt my lungs.
It's fire.
Oh, it's fire.
Wasn't as good as that when we saw the Reed and Sue and we were like hitting bangers after bangers. Check out our short. Check out the short tab to see.
We had to have got like 1.5 subs from that one.
You don't have food all over your shorts tab? Like you eat meals and stuff?
No, I don't have food on the shorts tab.
I heard that's how that works.
Yeah.
Just eat out of a bucket, out of a trough.
That's what I do.
Speaking of people
literally eat everything out of a bowl.
Are
efficiency.
I was
like a grown man.
Overwatch. We had covered this last week about them bringing back loot boxes. But one thing they also announced is that they added a third-person camera mode. So, like,
oh Jesus Christ, man!
The stink of desperation from
just let it die.
Like, just being like, no, please come back.
It's like we could being friend zoned and still sending dick pics. This makes no sense.
No, it's or like trying to like dress yourself up as like the the boyfriend or something, even though you're literally like let's make ourselves look as much like Marvel Rivals as possible.
Let me go dye my hair and get some Invisalign and shit, and then there I am, boys.
Just like let's try to make ourselves look like Marvel Rivals as possible. It's just sad.
Yeah. It's like a GTA 6 fan. Just sad.
There was also some news with more Marvel Rivals as they laid off their game director and the entire team. People were like, what is this? It was actually the American branch. They hired a American team in Seattle to do like research and development or something. Basically got it researched and developed. And so they laid them all off. So,
yeah, I would do the same thing. Get out of here, hacks. I want my Koreans
people were like,
Japanese.
people don't like it when they let people go in the gaming industry, but I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, because they think those people are like the magic ingredient, like the secret sauce.
It's mainly like they said, like they kind of got everything done. Like they
when
released
Samurai got a new barber, it just made no sense.
They were like, we recently made the difficult decision to adjust Marvel's development team, blah blah blah. Efficiency for the game. It was a team in Seattle. The core game won't change. It's all the Chinese group, right? Like, and they're basically like, there's funny. The NetEase's statement was like, "Don't worry, we're okay." Like, all right, that wasn't in question, but whatever. But yeah, so that's a story still developing. But Grumpy says, is Overwatch still alive? Third person should be default. Yeah, especially for like a game that
Hell yeah.
sells skins. For skins like that,
Yes.
I don't know why they ever thought that first person was the way to go. I guess because TF2 did it, but still. I believe Paladins was also third person, and Paladins like shut down. And people basically said that like Paladin sacrificed its third person ability to hand Overwatch to like kill rivals. Like, take him down for me. Don't let him win. Yeah, I don't pay $60 to stare at everything but my sprite. Yeah. So. And Grumpy is correct. Smash that like button. And then finally, just our random stories that I've collected to talk about. We talked about this last week, but we got full confirmation of talking about being desperate, right? Overwatch is desperate to kind of capture those Marvel Rivals players, but Marvel can be desperate as well because Gwen Stacy is back.
Oh yeah.
And she's here to slay in a new comic book series. This May, launch a new Gwenpool comic book. Introduces
Just make her the new Blade.
Take on the fan favorite. No, she's the new Deadpool.
Nah, just make her Blade.
With Wolverine claws, but also like X-Men Origins Deadpool.
Okay.
Powers.
This is lame.
Yep.
This is not great.
I mean, this just screams of throwing the darts at the wall and seeing what sticks. And unfortunately, it's not sticking at all, bro.
Gwen Stacy returns as the darker, deadlier, and even more unhinged Gwenpool. And who better to help Spidey navigate this soul-crushing revelation than the medium-shattering, attention-seeking Marvel Comics superfan that is the original Gwenpool. So it's gonna be two Gwenpools.
This looks like a fan character.
As the pair race to solve this unhinged
Jason
mystery
Todd.
before it's too late. So that's what someone said.
Too.
Someone said. Someone requote or quote tweeted an old tweet they had like last year that was like Bucky became Winter Soldier, Robin became Red Hood. What would Gwen become? And then he quote tweeted, he's like, "Oh no, the monkey's paw curled." Like,
oh
sorry
no,
guys, you shouldn't have said anything.
Son of a bitch.
So,
Facts, Grumpy.
on the bold decision to resurrect Gwen, they said, "What an absolute honor to tear both Gwenpool and Spider-Man's worlds apart. Yes, please. Gwen Stacy is back from the grave and deadlier than ever. Weapon X style abilities, check. A line and killer put-downs, you've got it. This is not the Gwen you remember, but just who is behind her miraculous resurrection. And what has happened to the original Gwenpool's unusually careful existence? Add Kate Bishop and Jeff the Landshark to the mix, and you have the Marvel series of my dream." The artist did the Batman, though. This is his first Marvel work. Is he recently Batman? Actually, first Batman. Anyway, yeah. So
there's some good comics in mainstream right now, but this ain't it.
Grumpy says, "Boo."
Tired of this idea. That costume.
I hate this.
Shit.
I hate this so much. I hate Tom Brevoort.
I mean, it just seems like some kind of fan character, man. It just.
That looks
Yeah.
like a Multiverse character.
Yeah, kind of. The weird Wolverine claw is what takes me out.
And fucking a Wolverine villain Carver has that fucking single fucking shit coming out of his fist.
This should have been a mystery. You shouldn't have come out and said this is Gwen. It should have been a mystery. Not even Gwen, but like completely like new name, new thing. Even if it's like fucking Weapon Zero or some shit. It had to be a mystery, like Red Hood was, right? Like Winter Soldier was, I believe, too. But should have been a mystery, not just come out and be like, "Yeah, here's Gwen, she's back."
It makes sense for Bucky though, kind of, because like I don't know, it kind of fits in with the whole like brainwashing the soldier thing. And, like betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, those worked. The problem, what makes this not
Jason
work is
Todd
when,
did not hate him as Red Hood. That's so stupid.
really.
Yes. Why is he killing people when he's a part of the Bat family? He's a villain to Batman, in my opinion.
Yeah, like keeping him adjacent is stupid. Adjacent?
So stupid.
No. Subscribe. No, keeping him adjacent was dumb. Like trying to be like, I can kill people, but I'm also friends with Batman still. Like, no.
Yeah, and then it's like, why didn't you kill the Joker then? If Batman's just gonna let you kill everybody, kill the.
Grumpy
just
says
lazy
every
and hack.
single Gwen Stacy revival has been terrible. Terrible. Ghost Spider was subpar, but better than this nonsense. Yeah, I can be okay with Ghost Spider and even like the idea of like even if you wanted to put her and Peter together, like this feels like they're gonna find a way to put Gwen and Peter back together because they're not gonna put MJ with Peter. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a 5-issue series. Maybe like her uncle's the Jackal, right? So maybe it's a clone because he was the guy they cloned Saga. But I'm also pretty sure he's dead. But also he could be a clone. I don't know.
Man, I wish they stuck the landing on Clone Wars. Or the Clone Saga, I mean.
Yeah. And Grumpy says, I do agree that it should have been a mystery, just not one leading to Gwen Stacy in any way. They could have like implied it was Gwen and they got people to be like, there's no way they're gonna, and then not do it. And then they're like, you got me. So, but
it's Paul's
yeah.
ex-wife.
And then finally, we have a picture of Matt Damon as Odysseus.
Oh, I was
for
gonna
the
say that
Christopher
earlier.
Nolan
Damn it.
Odyssey.
Not
Which
cool now.
historians not happy with the way this looks. I have been reading.
Yeah, but Matt
Because
Damon's awesome, so I don't care.
the Spartan floof thing is not accurate to the time period, but whatever. So yeah, the original post with this from I think Universal Pictures, they got DMCA'd by themselves. So the tweet is deleted. But yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch this just because I'm not really a Nolan guy. And I haven't seen the Odyssey since high school. So whatever. But if it's good, it's good.
There's
And maybe
another Odyssey movie?
Yeah, we watched like it was like for English class, we watched like some adaptation of it.
Oh shit.
Couldn't tell you anything much about it besides the Cersei was hot. But
I kind of want to read the poem again. Isn't it wild? Isn't it like a trip through mythology, basically?
I believe so, because the Iliad's about the war, and the Odyssey's like the Cyclops and the.
Maybe the Iliad is what I'm thinking of. I know I read one of them in high school. And I
Odyssey is the Cyclops. You got your Sirens, your Cersei, stuff like that. So,
need to do a banger like that.
Grumpy says Jason should have stayed as Batman's emotional anchor. Much better tool to work with instead of permanent Red Hood. Point of Red Hood is to be a mystery. Yeah, like once they basically revealed it and he kind of got out of it, he should have just like quit the game and just been more like, oh man, that sucks that happened. And then he's like,
no, it should have never been Jason Todd. He should have never came back from the dead.
Or that, because then it's like you could say it about Bucky too, right? And it's just more like,
nah, because his makes sense. That was my point, but you can make that argument.
So anyway, pinned at the top of the chat is the Ask Us Anything. Ruby dropped this one earlier today and is not here for the answer. And really, this should be saved for another show, but I'm going to read it anyway. Ruby asks, are you worthy to lift Thor's hammer?
No.
I would say I am not worthy to lift Thor's hammer.
Yes.
Yeah, right. No.
No. Okay, so if we want to putting my virginity on the table, right, Cynic probably would be.
Thank you.
Why?
Because it's not about like, because if you think about Thor, like being braggadocious and like the asshole and the arrogant and all that, like that's all Cynic is. So like, you know, he was, but that was before the enchantment. So hold on, I
Before the
retract my
accident.
statement. Cynic is not worthy to live there.
Jesus, man, come on now, dude. You're making me all bipolar here.
So anyway,
I thought you already were before all this.
No,
No, it's tripolar.
Nick, quadpolar.
it's a quadfecta.
Yeah, it's
Quadfecta.
quadfecta on quadpolar.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'd be able to pick it up. You guys can. I don't care about the enchantment. Blah blah blah. What's the rules to be able to? Thor has to choke to see you worthy or whatever it is.
No, that's what it is now because he's all father. But the idea of like what it was before, like the whole
Before
like,
that, I'd be able to pick it up, and
if-
even
if
now,
he
he'd be
worthy,
like, yeah, he'd be like, bro, I deem you worthy. You think he would?
You'd have to have a warrior spirit. You'd have to have
Nailed it.
like I think there is like I haven't really looked into like the full. I should really do that because I get asked so many times about if this person worthy, that person worthy. To look into like the full thing. Anyway, Grumpy then asks, place your bets. Will Disney finally buckle and buy out the Hulk license from Universal after this mess? No. Because
They
Universal
need
will
to?
literally give them a crazy high price. Because like you guys are fucking it up. You're not getting this.
I mean, they need to. I would like them to, but they're not going to do it because, yeah, like, why would Universal give up that bargaining chip easily?
No, like literally whenever Disney gets desperate enough to make a Hulk movie, Universal they'll get the distribution rights for it.
Here,
And
y'all
then
can
if they
have Liv
don't,
Tyler.
Universal still has the rights to the TV show, the Ang Lee Hulk movie, and the Incredible Hulk that they can just continue to distribute to their heart's content. And it's like, oh, you make a good Hulk thing in another person's movie? Well, that just makes more people buy the stuff. So it's like Universal just holds all the power. They don't care. Then Grumpy says, I'm still not buying Elden Ring, ? You? Grumpy, do you mean Nightreign that's coming out or Elden Ring proper? Because everyone here but Jesker has bought Elden Ring. So.
I've got like over 3,000 hours in that game.
I got like over 3,000 copies of that game.
I think I didn't check after I got done with the DLC. I probably should have. But I think I
got it on
crossed
Game Boy
over.
Color, so.
I think I crossed over 200 hours.
I got it on the original Game Boy. Monochrome.
Yeah, well, I got
Monochrome
it
one.
I was
Yeah.
in-
Got it on
when
a
I
Game
had
and
it-
Watch.
Jesus, you got me.
Like there's two buttons. It's
Yeah.
just dodge and hit.
Burn me, I
on
guess.
the TI-83. So.
Yeah, rip Cynic. Rip Cynic, boys.
They got it on a plug and play.
Get good, noob.
Anyway, so Nightreign I will be buying because we gotta play it on the channel. We got to. We're gonna buy it. Me, Snowman, Cynic. We're gonna play it. We're gonna stream it live here. We're gonna watch through my lens. You can be able to watch us all. We can yell at each other. They can carry me through the game. And we'll all crash out on each other for dying to the pursuer.
Yeah.
I'll be like, this boss is shit because he's from a shit game, and then Cynic's gonna be
Nah,
like,
the Pursuer wasn't shit.
That game's perfect.
You're gonna be like dying to Pursuer, and I'm gonna stumble and hit the fucking ballista and kill him one shot, like I did.
Hell
Yeah, that's true.
Or like there's like if you run on the in the area for Pursuer. Is it the first? It's his first appearance because it has the cutscene, not with the statue.
Platform.
On the platform, yeah, you can run on the barricade to the ladder,
Right outside
like,
the
jump over
bonfire.
it,
Yeah.
and then you can it despawns him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave the area or go too far away, it despawns him.
Yeah, and then you still have to fight him on by the statue.
Yeah.
I do hope they add Pursuer though. That would just be really cool, just for that moment of like when he rises out of the ground. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that would be killer. That'd rock.
Then Grumpy asks, update, have you all looked at Front Mission series yet? Pull it up real quick.
What is it?
Is that
That's not a question. That's a request.
there's a request with a also with a
This isn't a
winky smiley
request us
face.
request us anything.
Yeah, it's not. You got
That's
throw mon-
not the rules. What are you
throw
doing? What
money
are you
down
doing,
for that.
Grumpy? Yeah, Grumpy. You think we're just your monkeys? You just say dance and we just start twerking up here? I mean, Wizard does, but me and Jesker don't.
I might.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they got pride.
I mean,
Yeah.
how much would you pay me?
You talking about this
Very little.
mech game, Grumpy?
If it's mech, I don't want to see it. I hate mechs. I hate robots. I hate monsters.
I think I
don't care about none of those things.
What? You don't like monsters?
Not like monsters. I mean, I misspoke on that, but I'm talking about like robot mechs, Gundam type stuff. It's all stupid. Ugh.
I'm not
Get
a
on my
huge
face.
fan either, but I fucking love the new Armored Core. That game was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about like this mech real time strategy thing, Grumpy? Event asked if we do you like Gundams?
Nope, I don't.
Also, he hates you. For the record.
He's not a fan of Cynic.
Hello,
Well-
Chris. Can't be twerking with no asses. Maybe pancaking.
That's true. I do a little pancaking from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on from that. Grumpy asks, imagine if you could change Elden Ring to do one thing you actually wanted to do. What would that be? Or would you
Nothing, it's
change it at
perfect.
all?
Nope, it's perfect.
I would make it a superhero game
Uh,
set in
I
modern
feel like
times.
I feel like it's a big change, but I'll allow it.
Jesus Christ.
There'd be
Easier
boners
final
everywhere.
DLC
Boners on the
blocks.
walls. Boners.
No,
coming
don't
up
try to
the
win me
ceiling.
back with boners now. Don't try to do that.
All right,
Don't do that.
I got it, and it's agreeable to everyone. Trick weapons.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You
All
can
right.
make any of the
Okay.
Souls game, any of them better with trick weapons. See, Jessica doesn't know what the I'm talking about. Yeah.
Or you could have Ashes of War and then something like the Ashes of War that turns the weapon into a trick weapon.
Yeah,
It was pretty
Jesker's just
Well-
sitting over there nosebleeding at
And
Okay,
Snowman, that's in Lies of P, and it's my favorite weapon in Lies of P is the trick weapon,
cool.
Yeah.
the great sword that pops.
Cynic
I'll
is
get
not
the-
welcome in the Gundam community. Gundam has enough fans, doesn't need Cynic. Ooh, look at a big robot. Look how cool I
You've
am.
been gate kept from Gundam.
Yeah, I shut the gate
Uh,
myself and then flipped him the bird like my avatar.
Oh, Gundam? How about Gundam this? How about that?
No.
Yeah, got about gun.
The only
Gundam
Gundam I
nuts.
like is my buddy Blue Gundam. That's it. Get out my face.
There you go. Shout out to Blue Gundam.
Shut up.
Anyway, so no, I will say this is the year that they announced something Bloodborne. This on the 10th anniversary, March 24th.
Right now they're not going to do it.
announce something. They're gonna do it. If they don't, we're never getting Bloodborne anything ever again. So
Wow. Where did
it's
Well,
like you're
every-
gonna
every-
do it. You got to do it this. You're not doing it on the 20th. You possibly could, but by then, who knows where we'll be. But anyway, and then that means when Bloodborne 60 FPS, PC / PS5 is announced, Jesker has to play it.
I'll get
And
Lies
when
of
the
P too.
And then Snowman will do Lies of P when the DLC comes out.
Nah. Whenever that comes
Oh,
out.
he died.
Robot it again. What'd you say,
Chester.
Snowman? Oh,
So
you.
what?
Snowman.
I
You-
roboted?
You roboted. Yeah. What'd you say about you'd play Bloodborne? You'd play Lies of P, I mean?
So is it the sequel that's coming out soon or just the DLC? for Lies of
DLC.
P?
Coming
DLC.
out. DLC's coming.
Okay. Yeah, when the DLC comes out, I'll get it.
All right.
Maybe. Got him.
And then March 24th, when the 60 FPS is announced, Jesker is going to get Bloodborne.
Yeah,
What
sure.
boy?
Why not?
I don't like the
Vivek-
tone in your voice, young man.
Yeah, dude, your tone does not sound very trustworthy.
The fuck was that?
Jesker, you do.
If y'all are trying, if y'all put your trust in me, oh dear, It really is desperate times, isn't
Candy's
it?
Wizard Jr.
Hey, you can trust me. I just don't trust myself. You're a fool for doing it, but you can.
Do as I say, not as I do.
My favorite game, in all honesty, like off the top of the head, I probably would say Final
Stray
Fantasy
beans.
Final Fantasy
Stray
what?
beans.
2.
2?
Yeah.
Really?
Just off the top of my head, like when people go, "What's your favorite game?" That's usually the first game that pops in my head.
Like with the Emperor
What?
Palamecia and
Mhm.
Furion and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Elden Ring is my favorite game. Easily.
That's interesting because I know for a lot of people, I mean, I like Final Fantasy 2, but a lot of people do not like it.
That's because they're scrubs.
I mean, my
Jester,
fa-
I did
my
not
fa-
to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Just for the sake of
Not to interrupt,
telling
but
you
to interrupt.
to interrupt, yeah, because it's important information that needs to, so like your missing link, right? Your Kingdom Hearts missing link that right?
Yes.
see how he's dressed, right?
Yes.
And then yeah, see?
He's dressed like
Right.
a little seaman.
This is why I gotta play it.
So you're saying it's canon to Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, Jesker, it's canon to
Yeah,
Kingdom
dude.
Hearts.
That would be sick.
All right,
It's just another world
I'm
you fit in Kingdom Hearts for real.
All right, I'm heading out to Walmart right now to buy a PS5 and to get this game. Be right back, guys.
Well, I mean, you can get it. I mean, you have PS4. It's on Bloodborne's on.
It's on PS4.
Like
I
it
mean,
is
it's
the PS4.
for doing it that way, but yeah.
You're getting the load times will be longer, but not as bad as they were at launch.
I love a good long load time.
Anyway, you were saying about your favorite game, Justin.
Oh
no, just
yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
cool. Glad nobody asked you. Thanks.
Chris said you
You
started
were-
Final Fantasy early, Cynic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, always with the Kingdom Hearts. Says Stream. Jesker has been uncharacteristically quiet tonight.
He
I'm
gets a
fighting.
little heartbroken every Wednesday.
Yeah.
He broods. He broods like a man.
You know.
Yeah,
Why
not
am I
everybody
here?
crashes out in DMs.
Why
Some
am
people
I-
brood.
Why am I here just to suffer?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
One day,
anyway,
Wizard's going to tell you there's news. Like, you're going to be working all day, and some news is going to drop, and it's going to be, KH4 related. And then,
oh yeah, if it happens while you're working, I'll be the one to post it. Be like, it happened.
Grumpy says 2 is fun and underrated. Stimulated Cynic, it was fun. It's a fun game, man. I've got it on every on my phone, my tablet, my computer, and
the
on
main
PlayStation.
the main villain literally died, went to hell, overthrew Satan, and took over hell. That's badass as
I've never played the remake until here recently.
That's so
The
badass.
Pixel remaster, and I don't like the Pixel remaster. It's terrible.
There you go. If you want to insult Cynic some more, feel free to send a equivalent of a super chat.
I didn't say it was my favorite Final Fantasy. I just said it's my favorite game, I think.
I mean,
how is something your favorite game and not be your favorite Final Fantasy?
Yeah, that's
Because
What?
it's just the first game that pops in my head when people ask me about it. I think,
Interesting.
but it's torn between Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 2.
Nine step.
I'm gonna defend Cynic though. I like 2 as well. I think it's underrated.
It's very underrated. It's a great game. It's got everything you need.
I feel like I never see anything on a Final Fantasy like 2. I only ever see like 7 and like 8 stuff.
Oh,
Like 15
Because
and,
2
like,
is when there's still like 3 pixels.
Dude, just
Like,
because
no one
it's not like my favorite in the genre doesn't mean it's not my favorite game. Or in the the titles or whatever. Doesn't mean it's not my favorite game. You
uh
13?
13 sucked ass, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, Vabit.
hold up.
No,
hold up.
no, Jessica. If you sweep for that, we will
Yeah.
have a vote.
I
It was
Get the
fun,
fuck
but
outta
I
here.
like
It's
Final Fantasy 13.
It's not the best.
I didn't say
It's not
it
the
was.
fucking best.
I
Not the
didn't
best
say it
at all.
was. But I do think it gets way more shit than it deserves.
probably.
probably, but it's definitely not the best. It's not even in the top 13.
I didn't say
I'm
it
not
was the
entirely
best.
sure Cynic's logic
No.
makes sense.
I don't know how to explain my logic, right? Like I enjoy if I went right now and was like, I'm gonna pick up a game, it
Ben
was
said
probably
damn straight.
if I
Can't give
mean
it more shit than it deserves.
I keep Final Fantasy 2 on like all my little, phones and shit. So I'm like, oh, I want to play a game. I'll pick up a Final Fantasy 2 play.
The music in 2 is really, really good.
Yeah, it's superior to a lot of them. But I enjoy Final Fantasy 9. It's just I don't know if it's my favorite or not. I said it teeters between those two of like my favorite Final Fantasy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Straight beans. If the only Final Fantasy you've played is 15, I'm sorry to tell you.
Get the
but
fuck out.
You've never played a Final Fantasy then.
Get the fuck out. Get out straight. Straight beans. Son of a...
I'm sorry, but 15, one of my biggest complaints
You
about
own
it.
3 copies of 13? That is 3 too many.
Way 3 too many.
Bro, I'm sorry, Straight Beans, but 15, one of the biggest complaints about it, it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game.
It's more like
6
a
is
Kingdom
good,
Hearts
Grumpy.
game, isn't it?
What?
I said Final Fantasy 15. That's more like a Kingdom Hearts game, isn't it?
No,
Like
no,
all the combat
it's
systems?
not.
It's
It's not,
literally teeters on a Kingdom Hearts.
yeah, but it's not the combat that's the issue. It's that the game went through development hell, and it's got so many issues because of that. I mean, it's just. Ugh. I could go on an hour.
Straight Bean says I didn't even finish it. I returned it 2 days later.
Yeah, that's me, but with 7 remake. That's the only Final Fantasy I played and I didn't finish it.
But I will say, talking about my logic with Final Fantasy 9 is I haven't played it as much as I have Final Fantasy 2, so it just hasn't, I love the setting of Final Fantasy 9. I think it's great, but Final Fantasy 2 is just awesome.
I honestly think the 3 best Final Fantasies are going to be 7, 8, and 9.
No, 8? 8's
Yeah.
good, but it's not one of the best. It's got to be 2, 7, and 9.
Nah, man, I'm telling you that PS1 era was fantastic.
I love 10. 10 is the shit to me.
It's just too on rails for me, but I do like the story.
Yeah, it is. Is it as on rails as 13 though?
No, it's not on rails as 13, but it's still too on rails for a Final Fantasy game.
You know what, though? 8 better than 7.
No.
Is 8 better? A lot of people do say that, though. It's weird. A lot of fucking people say that 8 is not better than 7. But
some people do. It's up there, but
I'll put it like this: they're remaking 9
7
before they're remaking 8.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
They're remaking 9 as we speak. So
that's the rumor. We don't have that confirmed yet. I
think I realize it. The reason why I prefer 2. I think I do prefer 2 over 9. But the only reason being,
you get like 3 hours maximum of no on rails gameplay in 13. The whole 75% of the game is on rails.
Yeah, it's on rails.
I think Final Fantasy 10
and 13 is blatantly on rails the entire game.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I think
the entire 13 is not on rails. If 13 is on rails, then so is 10.
10 is on rails.
But it is, but not as much.
I remember more freedom.
I'll say this about 10. I'll say this about 10.
Final Fantasy fucking takes are just out of this. They're insane.
Now you have someone who you can invite on your Final Fantasy stream you're going to do with Jessica one day.
Hold up.
Not Ben. I'm gonna have to, because then I would have to find him and kill him. And I like the bit.
So Final Fantasy 10, I think, is a great Final Fantasy for somebody that's playing this series.
Final Fantasy 10 is a good starter Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'd agree.
So Stray Beans, if I was you, I would go back and I would play Final Fantasy 10 before you judge the series. 15's not a good one to jump into.
7's, if you want to complete 7, man, there's you need a walkthrough to do it.
Yeah, 7's wild, dude.
7's big. 7's wild. It's great. It's a great game. The remakes are fun. I love the remakes. Yeah, man.
7's probably gotta be my favorite just because that's the one I played the most.
Go play 2, man. It's just a fun, chill game.
Yeah, but
It's got the music, it's got the
but
characters. It's
I
big. You
Yeah, I never
travel
played
all over the
any of the
place.
earlier
I
ones.
don't think
I
2.
played
I don't
6
think
a little
2
bit.
I don't think 2 is a good one for beginners though. I think 10 is a really good one for people first getting into the series.
Now,
No, I
speak
Um,
your
played 2.
truth,
I
V-Man.
played 2
Speak your
first.
truth.
I played 2 first, and it made me fall in love with the series. So.
I'm looking at modern audiences though, Cynic.
No, you
Right.
gotta be willing to take that Sprite trip, bro.
They're not gonna.
I
do
love the sprites.
You got to take that Sprite trip, homeboy.
They're not gonna do it for their first Final Fantasy. You know they're not.
Yeah, they are.
But I-
Go get you the Pixel remaster.
I kind
as
of
long as
don't
you
like
hadn't played-
JRPGs anymore.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
You go eat dick.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is dope. Like more action type combat from the Final
Ben
Fantasy
says so.
VII
How
remakes
about
is
that
cool.
Final Fantasy X Magic the Gathering? I don't do anything with Magic the Gathering because I'm not gonna say it.
Bro,
I want to collect those cards because there's great artwork on them and they're
I've
cool looking.
never played Magic the Gathering.
Neither have I.
Never played it.
Moving
I
on.
back into a bush like Homer Simpson.
Yeah. No, I'm pulling the plug on these Final
Magic
Fantasy
the Gathering cards falling out of my pocket. Yeah,
We'll
I'll
go
do
on
it.
for hours.
I'm not a nerd. Quick run.
All right. Grumpy
No, you're good.
asked, would any of you purchase a Naughty Dog games again? He says,
Yeah, I'm
he
gonna
cannot.
purchase that one with the lesbian chick. Looks fun.
I
I'm not
honestly,
gonna day one purchase it. I'm gonna wait till I find it used somewhere. But yeah,
you're like, I might get it digital for cheaper, or if my channel's popped off.
yeah. I mean, if it does come on like on sale digital, I'll
do
I'll
it for the
grab it. But yeah,
channel,
I'm
or
gonna
maybe
play
get a
that.
review code. I have petitioned for review codes, so we wait for certain games. Might get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna fist fight for Ben. I've just decided I'm gonna do it.
No, we're
Me and
moving on.
Ben,
moving on.
Fuck yeah.
We'll beat him with a Final Fantasy copy of the
Beat
original.
him all
Backyard
of his
wrestling
copies of
match.
13.
Yeah. Fuck.
Steel
fuck
cage
Then he
ladder
asked-
match.
13. The
Um,
dude picked 13.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's wild.
Yeah, Grumpy asked, where are we
respect
on NetEase cutting Seattle out on Marvel Rivals? We talked about that earlier.
I
Oh,
couldn't
Marvel
care
Rivals?
less.
That game's trash.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I was like, yeah, like I get it. I get why they did it. I hope they get work some from someone else. Grumpy
What's
asked,
this?
will Star Citizen ever release?
No.
No. How many more questions? We got 4.
Chris says picking 13 is headwood territory. Yeah, dude. Like I lost a little. Like
No, we're moving on. I said.
I have a
13's
collector's
fun.
edition of Type 0. I'll beat you in the face with that.
He says for beginners play FF1. So do I got to start with
No.
FF1?
No, don't start with FF1.
No.
FF1 is fine, but 2 takes FF1 and really, I mean,
You want to start with Final Fantasy Tactics 5.
What? No, dude. No.
start with
Let's start
FF2
with
or somewhere
Crystal
else.
For the Game Boy
Look,
Advance.
No.
Yeah.
Start with just go pick
Every-
one between Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy up to Final Fantasy 10.
Every
Pick one
number.
of those and start.
Every
Yeah, start
number.
with Chrono Trigger, like Chris says.
Hold up. Every
Chrono
numbered.
Trigger pisses me off.
Every numbered Final Fantasy title is its own story with its own characters.
Yeah, they don't
ju-
loop into each other.
They just what makes the series a series is that they share common elements and motifs. Like chocobos are a thing across all of them. Airships are a thing across most of
And the
them.
gameplay is
A lot-
almost all the same until you get to the newer ones.
Yeah, a lot
Mhm.
of them focus on crystals as like a
And
plot
then get into
element.
Final Fantasy 14. Jesus Christ.
So,
Well, so
no, you
I
could
was
pick-
I was gonna do 7 and 8 because of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, do 7.
7.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, do 7.
I did do remake. I did do 7 remake up until the.
All right, well, then
lost-
good. Now you can go
on the-
back to 7 original.
Well, I mean,
and
like I
you'll
gotta go back
sort
to
of-
7 original because that's the rest of the game is
Yeah,
there. Like,
you'll know what you're doing then. And then get you a good walkthrough because there's a lot of little cool secrets.
hmm
um,
Yeah, that's what I love. The crazy, obscure type shit.
And get you a pen and paper too, so you could write down what you were doing in case you take a break. because that has
Okay.
fucked me on a many of Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Then Grumpy asked, "Where do y'all stand on air combat games? Have a favorite? Question mark. I love the Ace
Gay.
combat series the most.
Yeah, I don't like too many air
what?
combats.
I prefer sea
Never
combat.
played any of them.
I prefer Star Fox.
I actually never even played Star Fox.
I don't honestly. I don't think I played any air combat games, to be honest.
Yeah. I used to play something on the computer way back when. I just have a flashback there. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I don't think it was Flight Simulator because there was something that was like, maybe it was like Jet Fighter Simulator, something like that, but some type of like Windows 95 flying game. I remember, but I couldn't tell you. I was like probably like 6 or 7. So, imagine if you had Marvel Rivals engine, what would you skin it instead of Marvel? Samurai would pick Gremlin World.
I'd
Cynic
skin
would
it
pick,
in trash.
Cynic would throw it in the trash. Jesker
I'll
wanted in
skin
Kingdom
anything
Hearts.
Gremlin World.
I'd want it probably DC would be. I want a DC Rivals would be cool. Then Grumpy says, while we're on it, what character would you bring back from comics if you could, and how? Well, everyone's kind of come back at some point. Like no one's really dead besides Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
So Uncle Ben.
I mean, not
No.
even Wayne's really.
Uncle
I
Ben
would never
becomes
bring Uncle Ben.
Onslaught.
Do it. Fuck it. I'm back in.
Y'all disgust me.
Barry Allen, the original Flash.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean they brought him back, but I mean, like, if you want to like bring him back like that version of Barry Allen with the rebirth version of Barry Allen.
I'm gonna think outside the box a little bit here. I wish they're still making more Mask comics. I want to see some more of the Mask.
All right,
bring him back.
The Mask should be the guest character in Mortal Kombat DLC Pack 2.
Grumpy is yelling at you. Final Fantasy 1 is the beginning. Start at the beginning.
Christ alive!
Don't do it. It'll literally, unless you're like an old school
Final
gamer.
Fantasy for me.
Yeah, it really will because it's.
I was even thinking that about 10. You might want to even do like the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
He's already done the remake, but if you want to get into the
okay,
originals,
hold on. Let me explain. So I did 7 remake, like I said, up into the boss.
I thought I was talking about straight. I thought we were talking about straight beans.
No, you're talking about me. So I had 7 original set aside because it was on like the PlayStation Plus like free games, but it was taken off before I got the chance to play it. So I'm like, I gotta basically buy it at a certain point. But like I said, I got it. I'm not like I was invested in the story. A little hard to follow. I know about the whole like it's not a remake. It's a sequel, time travel shenanigan. I know about all that.
It's not a pure remake. It's a remake / a sequel.
Yeah, it's called remake as wordplay, right? Like it's because it's
pretty much
it's being it's remaking something, right?
Pretty much.
So, but no. So I do want to play 7 and 8 because, like I said, because of the Kingdom Hearts connection. But and to eventually play the remake when it's out, like 100%, to be like, yeah, like now that I know 7 original, I'll play the remake so I can be like, I know this from that part. Then finally Grumpy asked, how about Omega Boost? Ever heard of it before y'all's time? I can safely say I've never heard of Omega Boost.
Nope, never heard of it.
Nope.
PlayStation game, it seems. So it's a mech thing. You lost Cynic already.
Yep. Nope. I was not a huge mech fan either, but I do love the new one.
Looks interesting. It's like the mech is like flying in this picture here.
Flying.
Which seems pretty crazy for PS1 title. Fucking nice music in the fucking PS1. It's all cinematic. There's no gameplay.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I hate it. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Then
It's actually for PS1. This ain't like.
I was about to say the
Surprised.
graphics are actually really good.
Yeah, and the game and like this gameplay movement's not bad.
78 frames a second.
Yeah, if I was a kid and had this, that would have been like cool. But we had our PS1. We had the X-Men thing. No, Grumpy Snowman just wanted to bring the mask back in general. Like, the mask back.
Yeah, well, yeah, the mask is immortal too.
No, I really want Mask to be in Mutant Academy event, the 3D fighting game.
Oh, that was so dope.
And I think we had Mutant Academy 2. No, maybe it was 1. I don't know, but it was the one with like you had the movie costumes and we used to play. I used to play that just against like the second controller plugged in and just like because I was like 5 and I was like, oh cool, the X-Men.
I think he means Mortal Kombat, V-Bet.
No, because I was talking about like what I had on the PS1 to play. Anyway, no. So for the mask has to be in Mortal Kombat DLC pack, and it's got to be Jim Carrey. They got to get to voice him, or at least
That would have been
face-
awesome to see him in like actually like kind of a little more serious and gritty, but still like wild and violent fucking.
Yeah, that's what
darker
Mortal
mask.
Kombat DLC pack's gonna get you. Gonna get
I
it.
hope.
All
That
right.
had been like a rumor, or
No, I just let him saying that now.
that'd be awesome.
Just
Yeah,
because like
manifest it.
we were talking about this before about like guest characters that they need for their because they didn't have like great guest characters. And I was thinking about that they needed a girl guest character. I was like, who would you get? Then I thought of like Ripley. Like, what if you got Sigourney Weaver?
That'd be
Like
wild.
that'd probably move some units. You know, they'd probably have Ripley. Sigourney Weaver is Ripley. And because he had Alien in Mortal Kombat X and then like because they said they needed more like established guest characters from like action movies and
that's
stuff
a
like
good
they
one.
had with the guys, but like with the girls, and I was like, well, who'd you get? You know, and so I was like, oh, Ripley would be cool.
Oh, they could have
Unless
got
you
the
want-
Species chick.
All right, like
Oh, you've never seen Species either.
I think you know what you're talking about though.
Yep. She was a chick and she was a shapeshifter basically.
Yeah,
Alien.
she had the-
Who, like fucking seduce dudes.
What if you couldn't get like Zoe Saldana's character from Avatar. It's a violent game, but like that's a more modern thing. You don't want you want more like action. Chris, word to the wise, I have not seen any movies.
Yeah, Wizards not seen.
Just start
Okay.
there, base level, and that way you can be surprised when I have seen a movie. But just in general, no movies.
It would help if he wasn't blind.
Anyway, that
You say?
wraps up our show there. Got through everything that we had set aside, and I had a good show. Thank you, Snowman. Thank you, Cynic, and thank you, Jesker, for coming by once again.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course.
Thanks everyone in the
nice.
chat, like Chris and Grumpy and Bent for stopping by for the first time.
Chad is the real MVP.
They're okay. They're handsome and stuff, but there's some of their
uh,
gaming
s-
takes, bro.
Swan,
The vent,
Ruby
speak
and
your
One Gun
truth.
were up there at the beginning. Stray Beans was here.
Mhm. Beans of strays.
Yeah, I got what you meant, Grumpy.
Yeah, we definitely need more mask stuff. But I was just thinking
Being
like
a
with
little
Spawn, like
spiky.
you had Omni-Man in Homelander, and it's like that's cool, but you had
They're
like
kinda
Spawn in the
cliche.
last game. Like you need something like Mask. I need Mask, I need Ripley.
Mm.
I don't know who else you'd throw in there. This
Fucking
Pat
the
too.
bride from Kill Bill.
The Bride would be good. Get Uma Thurman to like just do the thing. Yeah, we can honestly do like
anime chick.
Want to get an anime chick? Like Ghost in the Shell chick?
That would be fucking cool
That'd be interesting.
with a robot.
But,
Yeah, they got Cyrax though.
well, and
What-
then What?
Swan asks, "What color heart do I like?" Blue. My favorite color is blue.
Yeah,
but you have sky blue though, so she can probably do normal color blue.
yeah, you do normal blue. I'm gonna write.
On. We're at an impasse then. The Kingdom Hearts one is like orange, isn't it?
Depends on which Kingdom Hearts we're talking about.
Kingdom
Oh
Hearts
god,
like the moon.
kill me. with fire,
1.68
please.
chain of distance.
17934 heart distance shadow fart
We're
411.
ending.
The-
You
the
just
heart,
you
seven.
went on like a 15-minute discussion
For
of
the
Final
Game Gear.
Fantasy. We say the word Kingdom Hearts and you freak out.
The 1 and 2 is
You're laughing because you
yellow.
know it don't make sense.
The one in Birth by Sleep was
I got
blue. The one in Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
3
Blitz by
is,
Wake. Sleeping at
is,
dawn. 74-11.
is gold.
I always go with the
Day
gold
drop
one 'cause
music note 412.
I like the Kingdom Hearts 1 like cover art, that's why I always go with that one.
Yeah, that's basically the one that you see in 2, the organization's Kingdom Hearts.
Well, Grumpy Ripley with the loader, that would be the fatality, right? Because you'd have the
Or
mech
the
thing.
killing blow.
The fatal blow. No, the fatal blow might be like so
She
to
could
surprise
throw
everyone.
a fucking xenomorph at your ass, a fucking face hugger. That would be cool.
Well, yeah, the xenomorph might be in either the fatal blow or that'd be the other fatality probably. But surprised to no one, have not seen the Alien movies. Oh no, Animality. The xenomorph is the Animality. That's what's going on.
Yes.
Now I'm mad because Ripley in Mortal Kombat 1 would work and they're not going to do it.
It's
Like,
working
hey,
way better than the bride.
Yeah, Bride wouldn't be bad, but it would just be more like, yeah, like you have your sword characters already.
Yeah, we get it. She wouldn't have that many crazy moves.
Yeah.
It would be like Jason or Leatherface, kind of.
Yeah, like because you have like your Kenshi and you have your Conan already, so it's like you're not really stretching.
I'm
all
a
that
gay
much
idiot.
with the sword.
Mhm,
No, I mean like it would work. People would be like
Android
cool, it's a
18.
Nah, not in this, but like I said, Ghost in the Shell, chick from Ghost in the Shell would probably work. Because you could sell to the weebs. So,
Robo tits.
anyway, we're gonna end that stream now, and yeah, here the outro, music, the outro music everyone loves. You can all jam along to it. Thanks for coming, everyone. See you possibly on Friday for my gaming stream, which everyone will be here for. That link will be out for more people than just the core 4, so that'll be fun.